Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been guilty of something lately. I will admit fully that the guru has been riding you like what's the guy that's on a horse, right? The guy that's on a horse and rides the horse. That's what I've been on. You've been my horse and I've been riding you. I will freely admit that I have been putting your nose to the grindstone. Well, tonight we enter maybe a second gear instead of the fourth gear. We're talking about snacks, so the next level. Tonight on Explorations. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing out there? It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. The program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power coursing through our veins, the power of the next level that we refer to so frequently here at Explorations. Namaste, everybody. How are we doing tonight? How are we doing? Talk to me right now. I need to know. Listen, it only works if it's a two-way street, all right? Two-way street. I have to know how you're doing, and Lord knows you're gonna know how I'm doing. You know how I don't like to hide stuff from you. I'm an open book. I try to give you everything that's going on in my life. I try to let you in on every single facet of what's going on in my life, just so that we know exactly where does this program come from? What's going on in that mind of his that allows him to craft the most effective personal power tools on the market today? Well, I'll tell you that and more tonight on Explorations, in addition to our very fun theme tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting into snacks of the next level. I know it sounds like it's like, oh, like kind of a throwaway theme, but ladies and gentlemen, as often occurs on this channel, the brightest diamonds are found in the most unseeming places. You know, places that everybody is certainly, their heads are in the sky, their eyes are on the moon. Of course, the next level, it must be up there. No, sometimes it is right under our nose, right in our hands, right in that crinkly bag of potato chips, right in the wrappers of Bazooka Joe bubblegum. There are myriad places where we derive our small snacks that get us between the meals, that in this space lies tremendous potential to unlock and unleash the power of the next level. And I know it sounds silly, but I promise you, by the end of tonight's exploration, you will understand, you will see how effective it can be to address snacks in an exploratory or Leslian way, as it often gets phrased. How are we though? I Trade Futures, do you understand? It's important, you must. And good to see you, I Trade Futures. Good to see you back. Good to see you back. Not Mish, I love snacking. So sweetheart, yeah, you're gonna be, hopefully we'll be getting you on the horn tonight. Let's just say that. Hopefully we'll be getting a little call from Not Mish, who loves to snack, her own words. Love to get into some snacks of the next level with you, Not Mish. Good lucks to you. You a little snack, says Tropes. Namaste. Snacks rule, Psyduck with a gun. Hell yeah, says M. Robert Kopp. Pepperoncini with what I'm sure is a beautiful perspective. Maybe I love avocados and tomatoes so much because I'm a virgin and I'm some sort of reverse graham crackers thing. And it's some sort of reverse. Maybe Pepperoncini enjoys avocados and tomatoes as a snack because he's a virgin. You know, and not even just like a simple virgin, right? One of those virgins that could be a serial killer. That, you know, whether or not the circumstances
Healing
have aligned.
Is possible, important, and a moral imperative among the enlightened, claimed the rotting, masturbating corpse.
100%. And we can talk about healing tonight as well. Oh my goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, triggering a Jazz Express I Trade Futures. Putting down that thick, warm cock of generosity through 10 community subs. Can we get some namaste in the damn chat for I Trade Futures? Holy moly. And yeah, I guess I'll be playing a little bit of jazz for you. All aboard, everybody. Yes. Wow. Namaste, everyone. Well, we're already on holy freaking moly namaste. We're in a level 3 Jazz Express. Ladies and gentlemen, the train has left the station. We are fully in motion, exploring our bodies tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner through the sensuality of our snacking experience day to day. Namaste to JP McNabb. I'm going to next zest level, says JP McNabb over at youtube.com. You're tubing, good to see you. Yes, yes, yes. Blessings and namaste to you. Haven't seen that username in a minute. Cooker Pie, blessings and namaste to you. 10 community subs. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see tonight isn't merely the generosity of some critical explorers making sure this program sees another day, another week, another month. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see in real time is the program working. People just don't donate subs. People just don't donate bits unless they are moved to do so. Isn't that right? They only do things that they are moved, that they are called to do. And the few names that you see on the screen right now are those called to answering the call to support and invest, make a once-in-a-lifetime investment in something so powerful, so apt, so crucial, and so absolutely needed by the world around us, this decaying, godless world in need of the clarity of the tools that this program provides. Namaste to Cougar Pie and I Trade Futures. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, yes. Blessings and namaste. Oh, I got a little bit of that sweetness in my fingers tonight, as the Mormons refer to it. You go back down, listen. A lot of people don't understand the history of jazz. And we've talked about how the Mormons actually are the sole originators of American jazz music as we know it today. But a lot of people don't know about the history of Mormon slavery. That is the enslavement of the race of Mormons. Yes, it actually is crucial in order to understand the history of slave song and the confluence of cultures during that period of time in the United States. The Mormon slave saw centuries of absolute brutality. Absolute brutality. You look in the eyes of a Mormon and you wonder, right, where does this depth of soul come from? Where does this knowledge of suffering, this deep and wide and profound sense of humanity come from in the eyes of Mormons everywhere? And it's because a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but I will because I'm brave enough to. They don't want to talk about the centuries endured by Mormons in chattel slavery. Namaste to Mormons. Thank you for sticking it out, and thank you so much for jazz music as we enjoy it today. Oh, wow, yeah. Ooh, I Trade Futures, 5 more subs. Called and not yet sated. Called, yet not yet sated. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing the future of the program actively being shaped by a small cabal of powerful explorers stepping up to the plate, understanding what is necessary, understanding what is needed. They are answering the call in a way that only they can, and blessings and namaste to them for that. Blessings to I Trade Futures 5 community subs. If we could get a couple damn namaste in the chat to celebrate that. Please, 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 please celebrate that. Pickiero, 3-stream streak. Namaste. Congrats on the streak. Combo, welcome on in. Namaste, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. This is just a little bit of a Jazz Express. We're kind of getting the energy up. We're getting the energy, focused in a little bit, clearing out the cobwebs of our spiritual essence, the vibrational highway that is our body, right? The vibrational highway. We are the universe communicating and enduring itself as always. And during the day we get a little gunked up, don't we? Don't we get a little gunked up? At work, with the kids. Or some of you are very autistic to a point where you're pretty much handicapped and disabled and you just stay home all the time. Talk about some gunk. Ew, PU. I don't like that. I wouldn't like that. If I were you, I'd hate that. On Discord, looking for somebody to cyber with all day, but too embarrassed to reach out, right? A real Casablanca, but with autism in the year 2026, reaching out through Discord, looking for that special someone. Namaste. Well, guys, luckily the Mormons were to the rescue and gave us the absolute antidote to exactly this problem. We got the Mormons stepping up to the plate and giving us the antidote, the shot, the EpiPen for spiritual gunk. It's called jazz. Yep.
I really hate this.
Ooh, namaste. I'm autistic. I don't want to see any other gunky people. That's one thing, listen, I'm so glad you said something. Cloud coming in with a beautiful sentiment. Too often, those that are handicapped, disabled, othered, so that has something fucked up about them. They as they explore adulthood through the internet, they might find themselves being forced basically at gunpoint to have to support people like them, to find support in people like them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're autistic and you don't like autistic people, maybe including yourself, you're in the perfect spot. You're in the perfect spot. If you ride a wheelchair, a little hover around thing around your Kroger or your Aldi, and you fucking hate seeing other people do it, you're in the right spot. That kind of resentment, that kind of hatred is exactly the power, exactly the pathway to power that we access here at Explorations. Namaste to Claude. Thank you for bringing up such a beautiful sentiment. Namaste. Beautiful stuff. Thank you to everybody who pushed that train along its tracks. Blessings and namaste. Tal, welcome and congrats on your 3-stream streak. Blessings and namaste to Tal. So that was an absolutely gorgeous hype train at Jazz Express. We'll probably get another one a little bit later on, and blessings to us for that. But so let's get this started. You guys ready to get this exploration started? First of all, welcome on in, my explorers. It's so wonderful to be with you. It's me, Leslie. It's so wonderful to see so many familiar usernames in chat right now. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight, we are gonna have some fun. Of course, we're gonna get to work. Of course, we're gonna unlock and unleash the power of the next level that we speak about so frequently here at Explorations. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, I understand I have been writing you. You know, I woke up this morning thinking of, trying to think of a theme, going through my writings, my notebooks, my et ceteras. And, I realized, I've really been putting it to them lately. I've really been keeping my foot on that gas. Just this past Tuesday, we covered, what was it? Anchoring ourselves to failure, which was an absolute challenge for so many of you. To my disappointment, I will admit that as a man, I was disappointed in many of you to not understand the most basic precepts of what I was attempting to discuss with you. Wandering Robot Studio, morals are for chumps. Here we go. Guided meditation, morals are for chumps. Okay. How have I been doing? Oh, I've been doing so good. Yeah, thank you so much for asking. It's so nice to just catch up with you, just drink coffee. I know, everybody's so busy running around. Everyone's so busy running around, and honestly, I'm guilty as the next person. I have been absolutely so busy lately. Oh, funny you should ask. Yeah, what have I been busy with? It's so funny. I found a way to, I've always been looking for a way to take back control from the job, right? I got so tired of working for people, working for a boss. I want to work for myself. That's always been a dream of mine. And what I found was, I found a tremendous opportunity. And it's kind of what I wanted to bring up tonight with you while we sip our coffees. I found a tremendous opportunity that gives me incentives. I get to go on trips, and I just have to sell a product that sells itself. And I do it at my own time and my own hours. And trust me, once you start, you're not going to want to stop. Namaste. That was for Wandering Robot Studio. Namaste, Wandering Robot Studio. Blessings and namaste to you. Want to dig holes and make a movie about holes with Shia LaBeouf. Namaste, you're tubing. Thank you for sharing that with me. Is this an MLM meditation? Yes. So the theme, the devotional phrase was, it was a guided meditation, and the phrase was, morals are for chumps. So that was, yes, Orchestra calling it out, beautifully noticing exactly what was going on. Namaste to Sister Orchestra and the production team holding it down as well, and the moderation team as well. Namaste. Namaste. So let's get down to it. All right, guys, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna get to work. We're gonna get through as many calls as we can. I want to hear, guys, we're talking about snacks of the next level. I want to hear about your snacks. I want to hear about your snacks, goddammit. Now, listen, of course we're gonna hear from the usual cast of characters, but listen, tonight, themes like this present a perfect opportunity. If you have always wanted to call in, but have just been a little nervous to do that, I urge you, tonight is that night. Tonight is such an easy, just call and talk about Doritos. Call and talk about a snack you're actively snacking on, the one that you want to get at the grocery store or et cetera. Fram, we are snack on these nuts. Oh, that's that Fram. That's that Fram. That's that Fram. Fram, I've noticed a lot of your visions lately have been sort of involving you receiving some sort of fellatio or something like this. Are you backed up? When was the last time you got a good squeeze? You got a good tug? Fram, I'd love, you're on my production team. We're close enough to discuss this, and if you need to do it privately, we could do that. But when was the last time you got a good tug? I'd love to speak to you about that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Here we are, Explorations with Leslie Tanner, and we're getting into snacks in just a moment. But of course, we have a couple. Here we go. Fran with another communal vision. I'm sure it's going to be great. On a holes. I'm not exactly sure if that was that like a little retort for me. I don't understand it. And do not explain it to me. Nobody explain what that means. Please do not. Everybody that explains that to me is going to be timed out. No. Absolutely not. I will not look that up. No. I'm telling you, the first person I see explaining it to me is timed out. The crosshairs are up. Don't play with me right now. Do not play. I would love to be snacking on a coconut shrimp and having a glass of Disaronno. Shrimp and white wine, that's right. Anyway, so let's go ahead. Guys, we got a couple things to get through. First of which, very excited. Well, we got a communal vision from Brother Pepper and Chini. Always a really enriching perspective from Chin. Guru, remember how Fram's penis is so small that gay men come to have sex with him but think they're being entrapped by Chris Hansen because they think it's a baby's penis. Yes, I do remember that. I recall that we were discussing that just the other evening. And oh my goodness, a psychic emergency. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Haven't seen one of these in a while.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Framware to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 in the simplest of terms, an onahole is a Japanese sex toy for men. To put it academically, the word onahole comes from two words combined, onani, meaning masturbation in Japanese, and horu, meaning hole. So in short, a masturbation hole. Repeat, cheer 400 in the simplest of terms, an onahole is a Japanese sex toy for men. To put it academically, the word onahole comes from two words combined, onani, meaning masturbation in Japanese.
Can we tell you what it doesn't mean? Too late.
So in
Too
short,
late, Coop.
a
Too
masturbation
late.
hole. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
I did. He's timed out. He's timed out for the full 10. A one-run chef, chili dogs don't get enough love. You know, chili dogs are absolutely, they don't. You know, for as often as people discuss hot dogs on this channel, nobody really talks about chili dogs enough. And that's kind of crazy, right? That's kind of crazy, right? Namaste. 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 All right, so guys, we do have a couple things to get through before we open up the lines. I'm very excited. I'm, what if they made a hot pocket with chopped up hot dogs and chili in it? Think about that. Think about a pizza puff, but instead of pizza stuff, it's chopped up hot dog and chili and cheese. That sounds fantastic. I would love one of those right now. Do you suck on chili dogs outside the Tasty Freeze? No. Well, there was a freeze near, there was a freeze. What? Okay. All right. So I didn't know my temporary roommate just yelled through the wall that those were lyrics from Jack and Diane. I didn't know, that's a John Mellencamp song, right? Isn't that a John Cougar Mellencamp song? Or is that something else? Am I confusing it? Yes, it is. Yeah, I didn't know my temporary roommate was such a rabid John Cougar Mellencamp fan. I'll have to keep my eyes out for the next time he's in town. Make sure. Once again, I didn't know that my temporary roommate was such a stan for John Cougar, Cougar Mellencamp stan. Didn't know that she had all the lyrics memorized, that she's got all the t-shirts. She's constantly hunting eBay for vintage Cougar Mellencamp tours of past years. She's got the VHS tape of his live Live at Central Park, 1992, I believe it was. And then they have another one, 89 Red Rocks. John Cougar Mellencamp. She's got both of the tapes. Okay, anyway, we've got some announcements. Namaste, everybody. Before we open up the lines, we've got 2 normal announcements, and we have a mail day. Be right back, everybody. Hold on one moment. I gotta just grab my bag. Two pieces of mail today. Uh-huh. Mike's live. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. 2 pieces of mail, and not either of them are from German royalty, weirdly enough. He is the most consistent mailer of the program, and always sending those pictures, which honestly, I recently had a personal experience with one of those photo booths, and I found pictures myself in those things. Sometimes people just forget to grab the pictures. I didn't think that was as common as it was, but I saw it for myself with my own eyes. So if that, you know, that normal to serial killer meter that German royalty's on, in my opinion, he's a little back towards the middle because of my personal experience. I see the context. I see, and it's honestly really fun to find. All right, we got 2 pieces of mail, beautiful stuff. I've got one from, I don't know. I recognize the address. We got a return address, so that's all good. Let's open it up. 2 pieces of mail. One's in a bubble mailer. So guys, if you want to send me something, it was just on the screen. I'll put it on the screen again. There you go. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. Chicago, Illinois, 60647. All right, so we've got a handful of random things and a note. So let's go ahead and check out the note. Maybe it'll provide some context. Dear Leslie, enclosed you will find tools I have manifested to aid you in battle. Use them wisely and remain steadfast. If your anus wishes to clench, you clench that anus. If you get a tingle in your pee-pee, you grab that noodle. All this will deliver you to some pretty good masturbation sessions, which is sessions, just abbreviated by a couple letters. Also, I squirted super glue into the door lock of my elderly neighbor for the 3rd time. She really hates that. The money she would be spending on her cancer treatments, she's buying new, stupid locks. The program works. Namaste to you and fellow explorers, Brother Onion Plug. Onion Plug, namaste. Thank you so much for this very generous thing. So we've got some, these are supposed to be weapons. So first things first, we've got this, it's a piece of like thick string with a couple of things tied. On one side, it's like a screw. Let's zoom up a little bit. It's a screw that requires a hex key. And then we've got this long yellow string. And on the other side of the string, we have something. And then we've got a steel wool. Oh, I can attach it to a wall. It's meant to be attached to, it's got an adhesive on the back. It can be attached to a wall. So, okay, so that's helpful. And thank you so much, Onion Plug. That was really sweet of you. That was so sweet of you, Onion Plug. Namaste. Then we've got steel wool. Everybody needs steel wool. That could be a weapon. And then, so we've got this Ziploc bag that says Horny Makers. Let's go ahead and zoom up. I don't know if you can see it. Horny Makers. Date every day, contents sexy, and then a question, is Fram gay? Question mark with a heart next to it. So I think Onion Plug is asking asking Fram to go to the dance with him right now. Funnily, you know, so that's cute. That's fun. Is Fram gay? Question mark, heart sign. That feels like a, well, I like you, do you like me? Circle yes, no, maybe. That feels like that. And I love that energy here. In the bag, we've got a wet nap, 3 packets of fire sauce, an empty sleeve for pennies, and another yellow string, and a handful of rubber bands. Namaste. Namaste to Onion Plug for this extremely, extremely generous mailing. I know you said you've been saying for a while you've been waiting, and you've been waiting to send something in, and I have been waiting with bated breath to get your package, and you did not disappoint. Namaste to Brother Onion Plug for a beautiful package. Thank you so much, Onion Plug. I'll cherish this. I'm really gonna cherish this. Wow. Wow, I'm gonna cherish that. All right, then, second piece of mail. I'm not gonna hold the envelope up, but I will tell you that it is from, honestly, a solid mail sender. Solid mail sender. Brother Nigel Pennyweather. Is Nigel with us right now? Is he trying to wrestle? Is Nigel with us, or is he trying to like wrestle the? Trying to break down the bathroom door because his wife is drowning his kids. There he is. Namaste, Nigel. Blessings and namaste to you. I got your letter. I'm opening it right now. First of all, thank you in advance. You're a great mail sender. Namaste. Oh, it's a card. Oh, this is so sweet. This is so sweet. So here we got, it's a puppy, and it's a puppy, and it's a cat, and it says, with a wish for your happiness. First of all, before we get to anything, let's do a full run on that. That was beautiful. Namaste. Thank you so much. I love cards that sing and stuff pops out and whatnot. We're gonna get to these little innards, but let's go ahead and read the. Okay, please don't read this publicly. All right. So it says, don't read publicly. I'm not going to read it anyway. It's dictated to me by an assistant. So okay, so I've got inside. We've got a donation to the community of 3. What is it? 3 or 4? Let's do zooms up. We've got some Pepe stickers. We got 1 classic smiling. It's going to be a little keyed out. Then we've got 1 where he's crying and trying not to. Then we've got another one with just full on crying. And then we've got another Pepe that's got like a karate gi on that is looking all centered and zen-like. I love these. These are beautiful. And then we've got a sticker of like some magnetic coil thing, which is very fun, Oh, you couldn't hear the song? Okay. Is it not? Okay, let's try one more time. And for some reason, my mic's cutting it off. I think my mic's reading it as noise. But we've got this really cool magnetic sticker thing, and then we've got a message that says, Jeff Bezos and getting his grubby little hands on this. We love you, Mr. Tanner. The card says it all, but in case you missed it, thank you for all you do. Your friend Nigel, and a $20 bill. And a $20 bill. Namaste, with express directions to get yourself some barbacoa street tacos. It's made from cow cheeks. Namaste, brother Nigel. I cannot thank you enough for this extremely generous devotion to me and the program. Namaste to Nigel. Eternal namastes to Nigel. You know, and blessings and warmth to Namaste. Thank you so much, Nigel. Very generous and thoughtful of you. And I will get barbacoa street tacos. I don't know if I've ever had that. I don't know if I've ever had barbacoa. Mish, have you ever had barbacoa? Well, we're gonna be trying barbacoa sometime soon. We're gonna be trying it. That doesn't count. Also, I don't think I've ever gotten barbacoa from. I either go full veggie or steak at Chipotle. That's mine. That's my stuff. Fran Weard, vote to terminate this stream. It costs a little more than that. Oh yeah, I meant, that's another thing. I need to have a freaking OBS day. I need to finish these commands that I've been, whatever, I'll deal with it later. I've been meaning to have an end stream button. It's not going to work. I'm not going to stop it. But this is to vote whether to give Fram a termination for his pocket, for his keeping, use at will. I don't have to do that at all. Fram, that doesn't make any sense. All right, just barely, but he's got one in the chamber. And in that spirit, let's go ahead and open up the lines, ladies and gentlemen. 872-205-9484. Fram's got a Termi on deck, and the lines are open. Give me a call. Snacks of the next level. Snacks of the next level. Caleb Bernard, namaste to you. Christopher Miller at YouTube, also namaste to you. Line is open. Give me a call. 872-205-9484. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Snacks of the next level. Let's get to business, everybody. Let's get down to damn brass tacks. Tonight is the night. That's true, Christopher Miller. I did discuss hot dogs. I was, you know, speaking of snacks and hot dogs, I was thinking specifically about a sort of Hot Pocket or a Pizza Puff situation. Do you guys know have you guys heard of a Pizza Puff? Do you know what that is? I learned recently, namaste, Kayla. Namaste to you. Wonderful to see you in chat, Kayla. Thank you for piping up, by the way. Fram with a heed. Namaste. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thanks so much, Fram. We are the Heat. Everybody else that looked at that as a thief. Namaste. That was a great deal of spiritual vibration being communicated through this online forum. Blessings and namaste to you. Pizza Puffs are not stromboli or calzone. They are special, delicious, deep fried snack. Yeah, okay, so we don't know what it means, right? Pizza Puff is a regional thing. It's like a flaky, isn't it? It's a flaky dough, right? It's been so long since I had one. It's like a flaky dough wrapped around pizza stuff and deep fried. No, they're like big Hot Pockets. Like visually. I'm pretty sure it's a tortilla. Maybe, that might be the case. Where are they forcing you? Namaste, Silly Bee. Welcome and namaste. Welcome on back. Good to see you. Good to see Silly Bee back for seconds. Namaste. I mean, I guess you've been here for a while. Subbing for the second month in a row. Trust the program. Convicted public masturbator. With a profile picture like that, I think it's pretty easy for all of us to imagine the energy behind that PFP is somebody who cranks in public. Namaste, Silly Bee. Listen, I think it's an expression of strength. If this, in any other time in human history, somebody with the power and spiritual fortitude to jack off. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up that I could call you tonight?
Oh, hey Leslie, it's Puddin'.
Puddin', welcome on back to the program. Puddin', how are you tonight?
Oh, I'm good. I'm sitting outside and I have a quickie to get us started.
Go ahead, get us started, Puddin'.
Yeah, okay, it's a little out of season. But ordinarily, I'm not a big fan at all of like that candy corn at Halloween, you know?
Yeah, you don't like that stuff. Mm-mm.
A little too much. But if you put it and mix it up with some salted peanuts, and then you get your ratio just right. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that, but I would say that's a nice little snack.
Wow. So let's back up a second. When it comes to candy corn pudding, you think that the candy corns by themselves are too much. Too much of one vibe.
Yeah. It's like kind of like those circus peanuts. Like I can't do those. Yeah, it's just too much. Yeah.
It's too it's got a really distinct sweetness and like almost like a creaminess to it.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. So you're saying but if you combine that sweet with the salty, get the right ratio, then you're cooking with gas, and you got a next level snack.
100%. I at the compound, I'm thinking little bowls all around, you know, at Halloween. You just kind of dip your hand in, and you grab a little snack. It's kind of like a baby, no, a payday. Like, it tastes like a payday. It's so good.
Ooh. Would you consider adding chocolate to the situation at all?
Oh yeah, I would consider that. 100%.
But you'd probably have to dial back the candy corn in order to introduce like a chocolate chip, though.
Right. Yeah. We would have to really test the ratios.
Yeah. That's honestly, it's not often that I am sort of wowed by an innovation as it relates to snacks. I've been around the world several times, various cultures, and I've pretty much seen what there is to see, but I've never heard of this one trick: candy corn salted peanuts.
Yeah, I had to share it. It is next level. It is gourmet. You know. Anyway, just wanted to kick off the night. I'm keeping it short, salty, and sweet. Just like I don't know what the name of it is, but you know, that's the recipe. Excited to hear the rest of the snacks for tonight.
Namaste, Puddin'. Thanks for getting us started tonight.
All right, namaste.
Namaste. That pudding. As dependable as the sunrise, that pudding. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
It's Peppercorn Patty.
Peppercorn Patty, how are you?
I'm doing so well.
Oh, that's so good to hear. It's always a treat to get a call from you because you never just call a call. You always got something. You got a perspective that is just as independent as anything. You're a strong woman with a good head on your shoulders. Talk to us tonight about snacks of the next level. Why don't you?
Okay, I'm gonna kind of pop off, kind of like pudding. I like a little salty, a little sweet. So my two snacks are prosciutto with cantaloupe. Ever had it?
Oh my God! Hello, that's gourmet. Prosciutto.
Yep. It's Italian as hell too. So what up to my Italian chat?
We got any Italians in chat? Can we sound off from the Italian race in chat right now? Can we get some ones from the Italian race in chat right now?
Oh my gosh, is Jen here? Jen is very vocally Italian. Orchestar's Italian. She's not here.
She was here. We got Brizzle Legs. We got XXV. We got Baker. We got Christopher Miller. No, Christopher Miller's just jacking off the hot dogs again. Tony G.
Nice. Anyway, so yeah, that's that's snack number one. And snack number two is, and it's gonna sound crazy, but get this. Pimento cheese. You dip you get a little dollop of pimento cheese. You put it on a ginger snap cookie.
Holy. Wow. Hold on one second. Trev Game 0. Wow, caller. Excuse me. Are we at a wedding? I'm not one of the superior races. Sorry.
Oh, Trev. I
don't get it. Trav, that was a miss. Maybe you were right the other night. Maybe you're not funny because that was a miss. A wild caller, excuse me, are we at a wedding? I'm not one of the superior races. What is it?
Is it because they think that like prosciutto and melon is fancy or something? I don't know.
I can't tell.
I don't know either.
Or is it like wedding in his head is like a rally, like a racial supremacist rally?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to understand. Okay, let's go back to this. You've got a ginger snap, which is that famous classic ginger cookie, and you're telling me you dip that sweet little biscuit, spicy little biscuit in pimento cheese.
Yes, it's so good, but you have to have good pimento cheese. If you get like there's a brand here. Let me see if I can find it. It's like a southern pimento cheese, and it sucks. It's so bad. I do not want to have a ginger snap with that. But then there's this deli called DePrato's in town, and they have the best pimento cheese. So you gotta get the DePrato's pimento cheese. You gotta get the thin ginger snaps, and then you just break that shit off. You're gonna be so happy you did it.
How would you describe the taste of pimento cheese to somebody who can't have dairy, like me?
Oof. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's like, okay, so like a shitty pimento cheese is like a little too creamy, and a really good pimento cheese is like dense. So
so Mish loves pimento cheese. Mish, are you crunching the numbers on this snack? What's your heart tell you? Are you? I'll bet she's gonna. My prediction is Mish hates this idea because she loves if she had a chance to say girl power shit right now, she would do it. Cougar Pie, Trader Joe's triple ginger snap.
what the hell is that?
I imagine a cookie of some kind. Communal Vision from Rihanna's Bananas. Peppercorn Patty, are you still being held captive and scared for your life? Tell us what your surroundings are so we can help you escape. If you escaped, tell us how.
Well, yeah, I mean, Pepperoncini, he has a gun to my head virtually. There's a virtual gun to my head right now.
So you're being coerced, you're being threatened by Pepperoncini via the internet.
Yeah, basically. Basically. But yeah, those are my two snacks. I don't really know if there's any other.
One more before you go. I want to revisit. See this prosciutto and cantaloupe you said.
Yeah, cantaloupe.
And let me push you on that, because what about prosciutto and cantaloupe really, sings to you about the next level? What is it about it?
Well, you got to get cantaloupe when it's like peak cantaloupe season. You can't just get any old cantaloupe. You try to get a cantaloupe in November, it's not going to be the same.
When is peak cantaloupe season?
I would say summer, right? That's when the local place gets good cantaloupe. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just the juiciness of the cantaloupe mixed with like this hyper salty meat. It's just next level, because you're not going to find something, in my opinion, I can't name many other fruits as sweet as cantaloupe during peak season. Because I feel like every other fruit that I eat during the summertime is like more, like, yes, you get like a really sweet strawberry, but there's also a little bit of tart. Berries have a little bit of tart. Cantaloupe is just like sugar water,
Well, watermelon.
It's kind of like hit or miss though, because sometimes you get a watermelon and it's like overgrown and
you get a stinky one. Cougar Pie says watermelon with feta is also very good.
I've heard of that as like a salad, but I've never had that before.
I believe, I can't stand the taste of feta, but I can see, I'm familiar with the fruit and cheese thing. I think it really sings to me. Or So, okay, one final question. What ratio do you just use a single slice of prosciutto, and like, how big of a piece of cantaloupe are we talking right now?
Not even a single slice of prosciutto. Just get like, a half or a quarter of it, and then you wrap it around like a chunk of melon or cantaloupe, and then it's just
so you don't need to make like a big hot dog thing out of it. You can just use like tiny little...
I mean, if you want to go hot dog style, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I've never eaten it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
So you can't have the pimento and the ginger snap, but you can have prosciutto and cantaloupe, can't you?
That's correct. Yes, that's what I can have.
Okay, well then, wait till about, June and go check out the cantaloupe and get you a good cantaloupe and I don't know how you're supposed to identify if it's good. I guess it's like more veiny or something, whatever that is. But I don't know. Yeah, get one of those and get some prosciutto, and it'll be really good.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Orchestra was here earlier, but then she left. She's missing this whole Italian conversation.
Yeah, well, you know, also, I'm not seeing... Toaster was also holding a virtual gun to my head. He's not even fucking here anymore, so hopefully he's going to call in, but Toaster also really likes that. He'll never say anything in the chat, though, but he has told me that it's a superior Italian snack, so...
Wait, he agreed with you?
Yeah, he likes the prosciutto and the melon.
Wow, I wouldn't take him. Usually he's just like trying to suck the vitamins out of old pizza crusts day to day. So it's like interesting to imagine him like on some Italian island, just like enjoying these fatty meats.
Yeah, Orgastar made him a nice big ziti when we were in
Oh, that's right,
Orleans,
yeah.
And I think he ate it for like 6 months.
6 months?
Like, eat a standard casserole dish for no time.
How could that have possibly lasted for 6 months? Wow.
I mean, he froze like the majority of it, but still.
Wow.
It's crazy. Okay, well, that's my snack.
Listen, beautiful stuff. I appreciate you calling up tonight. Also, if you could share that one thing that you did.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
All right. Namaste.
All right, namaste.
I recently learned you lived in Indiana. Have you ever tried pawpaw fruit? It's like cold hardy mango, also known as the Indiana banana. I always wanted to try one, but they don't ship well. Namaste. No, I never tried it. 1 second, caller, I'll be right with you. I never tried that. I've never even heard of it, to be honest with you. The region of Indiana that I hail from is the Northwest. And the Northwest is referred to as the region because it's kind of cut off from the rest of Indiana.
Hello?
Culturally. Will you be quiet?
Hello?
I'm talking right now.
Why would you answer the phone if you're just going to talk? It's Toaster.
Yep, Toaster.
Hey,
because...
best friend Leslie, it's best friend Toaster.
All right, putting them on hold so I can finish my thought. I've never had that. I would be interested to have it. I'm not from that part of Indiana that would enjoy that, but I'm open. I have an open mind. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, I can call you tonight?
Hey, best friend Leslie, it's best friend Toaster.
Toaster, brother, best friend Toaster. How are you tonight?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm so glad that you found the time to call. We were just speaking about you, Toaster.
Yeah, I was listening to Peppercorn Patty's call because I like to listen to her. She's funny and cool. So
right, she is. Isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's always got some silly stuff going on in that brain of hers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Uh-huh.
Oh, please go ahead.
So, Toaster, we're getting into snacks of the next level tonight. Snacks of the next level.
Can I, she was saying about how, sorry, what were you guys saying about me? I was listening, but can you just recap?
Yeah, so Peppercorn Patty said that you also enjoyed the prosciutto and cantaloupe.
Yeah, thing. That's one of my favorite snacks.
Really?
And, I would use that. Would everyone picks 2 snacks or something, or how does it work?
As many as you want. There's no rules. I just want to get as many snacks of the next level out in the open.
Peppercorn had 2. Peppercorn was saying she like her 2 snacks.
Why Peppercorn had 2. Puddin had 1.
Oh, I missed the puddin call.
Yeah, you missed the puddin call. Pepperoncini with a communal vision. Can't wait to get this perspective. Pepper Cheese says, Toaster, what is going on with you right now? You are seriously on edge.
I am on edge. Everyone's been talking about that. I'm just like really rattled today. But like I'm here to talk to my best friend Leslie and have a fun conversation. And also I do want to apologize for my behavior last episode on your show. Straight up. straight up, man to man.
What was it that you did that required an apology?
I think I was like, I told everyone to like fuck themselves, and I was like really disrespectful.
That was disrespectful. That was
yeah.
Okay.
In other ways, in many ways, and I was like acting kind of rude towards you.
Right.
So I do just want to apologize to you about that.
Right. Okay. Well, apology accepted.
Thanks. And so anyway, about the prosciutto and the honeydew melon or the cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a great snack. I don't want to use that since Peppercorn Patty already used that. But that is one of my all-time favorite snacks, and me and Peppercorn Patty did bond over that because we both talked about how much we enjoy that snack. I had it for the first time when I went to Italy, believe it or not. And that's when I discovered it, and it changed my life. It was literally, honestly, not even a joke, the best part about the trip to Italy was just learning that snack exists.
Get out of town.
Yeah, not even joking.
Wow,
it's a great snack.
And what was it? What about that snack? This prosciutto and cantaloupe. And are there any other Italians in the chat that can speak to the quality of this snack? I know we had a handful of Italians. Go ahead, sound off. Have you had this? What is your opinion of it? Now,
the Italians really hit the nail on the coffin when they invented this snack.
Okay,
and,
that's not the phrase, but go ahead.
Hit the hammer on the money, whatever it is. Like
hit the nail on the head. Put a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, they really.
What are you trying to say? That you like it?
They did a spectacular job.
Okay, there we go. Okay, let's just kind of get rid of those cliches. Yeah, let's get rid of the metaphors.
Yeah, yeah, and then so for my snack that I'm gonna pick, or do you want to keep talking about the melon and the prosciutto, or
no? But yeah, what about it is so good to you? Like,
no, it's the salty sweet combo. Like that's all. It's as simple as that. It's like peanut butter and jelly. That's my snack, by the way. That's my pick. Grilled peanut butter jelly sandwich. You gotta grill it.
You grill what is it?
The grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Like you make a sandwich and then you put it on the grill.
Yeah, with butter, and it gets all toasty and buttery. And it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay, and then why do you do that?
Because it tastes good.
Okay. And what about grilling it really sets it apart? A grilled peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, because it's crunchy and buttery on the outside, and then it's all peanut butter and jelly on the inside.
Now, are you a propane guy or a charcoal guy?
No, I mean like on a pan.
Oh, like a pan fried, so like
yeah,
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
interesting.
Like
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Peppercorn Patty with a communal vision. Toaster, I hate to break it to you. I don't think a sandwich is a snack, and you're a bitch. BTW.
Whoa. Hey-o. It's past somebody's bedtime.
So are you going to respond to that?
I mean, okay, is she seriously trying to tell me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich isn't a snack? That's... Really?
Like a whole sandwich? I could see the argument that she's attempting to make here. A sandwich in general is like it's a kind of a course. It's a meal in and of itself potentially.
Yeah, okay. Are you really lumping in peanut butter and jelly sandwich with like the same thing as like a Reuben sandwich? You're making it sound like I'm eating a big ass, fat ass, double decker sandwich over here. But no, it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's not like that. It's a whole different thing.
Huh.
Come on. Like that's just bad faith. That's a bad faith argument, and it's out of line.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Well, thank you for taking this time to respond to that. Now, would you say that what makes these not just good snacks? So we're not just talking about good snacks. So we're talking about snacks of the next level. Okay, we got a poll on the screen. Is a PB&J a snack? Yes, no, or final answer, toaster is a BMB. Any idea what BMB might stand for?
Oh, BMB stands for bitch made bitch. And definition, if you want to look that up in the dictionary, it'll be a big picture of Peppercorn Patty.
Wow.
Because she's the epitome of bitch made bitch.
Peppercorn Patty with another communal vision. Toaster, this is from Christopher Miller at youtube.com. Toaster, I hate to break it to you, you suck. Heyo.
Who is Christopher Miller?
Over at YouTube. You're getting YouTube hate right now.
Okay, well, that does not impact me because
And
I
you
don't
have
even
now
know who
been
that is.
terminated. Namaste.
No.
Wow. So Christopher Miller at YouTube putting the kibosh, putting the squeeze on our toaster. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name's Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight? Where's Technology Wife? Toaster didn't deserve that. Good caller. Caller, you there? Caller, you there?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, caller. How are you tonight?
I am doing well. How are you doing, Leslie Tanner?
I'm doing fantastically. Namaste. Thank you so much, and again to Christopher Miller. Listen, I didn't get the YouTube chat update. Who did the term? Was it from YouTube? It didn't say. 1 second. Namaste, Christopher. I believe it was you, right? I think you put the end to that. Okay, so caller, I know who this is. Go ahead and introduce yourself to chat. Box, namaste.
Well, hello. This is Reverend at All Cost Money. How you doing this fine evening, sir?
I'm doing great at All Cost Money. Tonight we're talking about snacks of the next level. Let's get to it.
I am a big fan of the Quaker Oats instant brown sugar and maple oatmeal packets. And I don't cook them. I don't add water. I just take the packet, rip it open, dump it into my mouth, and eat it as is dry. I'm also a big fan of dry cereal as a snack.
Everybody coming out of that poll saying that a PB&J is a snack, sort of rebuking Peppercorn Patty's claim that a PB&J sandwich cannot be a snack. Interesting stuff. Peppercorn Patty, thank you so much for the poll and for the engagement, and namaste. So you're saying your next level snack, and I'm curious as to why this is a next level snack for you. This next level snack is you just kind of eating. It's like horse meal.
Yeah, kind of. A buddy of mine from Brazil says like he doesn't eat cereal because it's pig food and animal food, and I like grain. I am a big fan of dry carbs myself.
Interesting. You love it.
I do. I really, really do. The one thing I like about cereal as a snack is you can buy a box for like $2, right? And then you just set it on a shelf somewhere and it's good for like 3 months.
We got a quick psychic emergency. Please hold. From Peppercorn Patty, namaste.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Peppercorn Patty to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400, have you ever had a big drink, so good, so fruity, so bubbly, so cold, so nice, with the nice ice and the good liquid and the best drink, and wondered how did I get so lucky I have the biggest drink and the most delicious drink I've ever had, and it's literally blowing my mind, and the drink is so good, and you accidentally fall in love with the drink, and you think, wow, I want to marry this drink because it's the best drink, and you think you want to die with this drink, so you sip the drink and it's... Repeat. Cheer 400. Have you ever had a big drink so good, so fruity, so bubbly, so cold, so nice with the nice ice and the good liquid and the best drink and wondered how did I get so lucky I have the biggest drink and the most delicious drink I've ever had and it's literally blowing my mind and the drink is so good and you accidentally fall in love with the drink and you think wow I want to marry this drink because it's the best drink and you think you want to die with this drink so you sip the drink and it's we now continue with your normal broadcast.
All right, all cost my namaste, Peppercorn Patty, for that beautiful psychic emergency about the big drink. Keep us updated if there are anything else to share about the big drink. Lord knows, I think you got a lot of gas in that tank. I think you're pulling on a really universal sort of archetypical situation with that kind of momentum you got there. Namaste. It all costs money. Talk to me. Okay, so you got. What is it about it that you love it? So what makes it a next level snack though? Not just a good snack.
You don't have to think about it. You can literally just walk out, grab a handful, you grab the whole box, you can put it in a bowl. It's just whatever you're feeling. That's what I like about cereal, is that you can just fill up as you desire. You don't have to worry about cutting up portions or pulling lids off and putting things away. You can literally just pour a handful, or you can pull a mouthful or a cup and, just tip the cup up and eat it out of the cup dry. You don't need to add anything to it. It's just
tell me, keep going, because the ease, it sounds like it's very convenient, very easy. Namaste, Carl Childers. Blessings and namaste. The program works. Carl, great to see you. Wonderful to see you, Carl. Now let's. Is it? What about ease and convenience and sort of almost mindlessness that really makes it about the next level for you personally as an explorer?
Well, I've done a lot of office work in my time, and it allows you to quickly have a snack at your desk without offending anyone, unlike, say, a can of sardines. You break open the sardines at work, and everybody's unhappy. You get pulled into HR, you spill any of it. Also, sardines are an amazing snack if you really just want people to leave you the fuck alone that day or talk shit about you for like the next 2 months. Either way, it's fantastic.
Okay.
Would recommend sardines as a snack. I personally enjoy sardines, but not often. Like they're a bit expensive, right?
All right, another psychic emergency. Please hold at all costs. So another psychic emergency from Peppercorn Patty.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Peppercorn Patty to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400, such a huge drink, you think this drink will last your entire life, and you're so blissfully enjoying your drink, and you 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 drink, and then you're like, oh shit, I think I might have drank a little too much of the big drink, but you check and you think, wow, I'm so silly, there is so much more drink left, and so you keep on drinking, and you keep on thinking how much you love this sweet, icy, fruity, bubbly soda milk drink, and you think, wow, why? Repeat. Cheer 400, such a huge drink, you think this drink will last your entire life, and you're so blissfully enjoying your drink, and you 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 drink, and then you're like, oh shit, I think I might have drank a little too much of the big drink, but you check and you think, wow, I'm so silly, there is so much more drink left, and so you keep on drinking, and you keep on thinking how much you love this sweet, icy, fruity, bubbly soda milk drink, and you think, wow, why we now continue with your normal broadcast.
And you're terminated. Namaste. Christopher Miller ordering up the nothing. Who else did it? Namaste, Christopher Miller, for the nothings. Blessings and namaste to you. I'm also seeing a, who else did it? Somebody else did it. Man, YouTube's giving me shit-ass updates. If you did a YouTube super chat and you don't see something on the screen, let me know in chat or let a mod know so we can take care of it. Namaste caller, welcome to Explorations. This is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
What's up, Leslie? This is Onion Plug.
Onion Plug, namaste. How are you tonight, brother?
I'm doing okay. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm great. I'm on cloud freaking 9 or cloud 10, you could say.
Love it.
I'm having such a beautiful evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you like those weapons? Be careful with those, by the way.
Listen, absolutely. Listen, when somebody hands you, I've been around enough handguns, swords, knives, like that mace, that old medieval mace thing. I've been around enough of these nunchucks to know that the first rule when you are given a weapon is to respect the weapon. And that's the first thing I'm going to be doing, and the last thing I'm going to be doing with those weapons.
Nice, beautiful. They'll serve you well.
Brother, I can't, thank you so much for sending that in.
Yeah, no problem. So snack-wise?
Yes, snacks of the next level. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I like salty much more than I do sweets for some reason. I'll eat pretzels and anything with like crumbs. Like I'll eat it in bed. I don't give a shit, and I'll just, I'll deal with it in the morning.
You're a little pig. You're a little pig about it. Now, is this process of eating in the bed like a pig in a pig pen? Is this like an important part of the process next level wise? Like, is there something about this process of eating like a pig that lets you sort of unlock a little bit of that potential inside? Talk to me, take me through that.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does because when I eat in bed, it's kind of like, I'm acting like a fucking immature child. Immature children just eat in bed because they don't want to sit at the table to be like an adult, So I know I shouldn't be doing it because it's immature. But yeah, I'll eat they'll have a fucking pizza in front of me.
And what is it about being in the bed that makes you attracted to it while you're eating?
It's where I'm most familiar masturbating.
Okay. So you're used to pulling your pants down, laying on your back, and jacking off into the air onto your tummy, or do you put it in some dirty clothes, or what's your deal?
It's usually a sock. But to be honest, sometimes I'll just use the napkins of whatever I'm eating. Because, you go to if you get like a DoorDash or something. So you like salty, he says. Yes, XXV, I do. I forgot what I was talking about.
No, you jack off using the napkins from DoorDash. So if you get like Chipotle or Wendy's, you keep the napkins. So do you have napkins near your bed to grab in the event of climaxing and coming?
Oh yeah, I do. But see, I used to care about mixing up the napkins I was using for jerking off and for wiping my mouth and food. I abandoned that some time ago. I mean, come on. It's just I'm already eating, huevos rancheros in bed, on a Wednesday at 1 p.m. So.
Right. So huevos rancheros. And so was there one time? Do you enjoy eating your own cum?
Yeah, especially if it's fed to me without my knowledge, and then I learn about it later. But that's hard to arrange.
That takes a team. Now, okay. So let's say. So was there a time in particular where you were eating takeout and you wiped cum all over your face?
Oh, all the time, yeah.
All the time.
Well, one time I got from this takeout place, and they normally are very bland, extremely bland. It just tastes like cardboard. But after a few bites, I wiped my mouth, and then as I continued eating it, it was much saltier, and I think it's because of my ejaculate. At least I hope so.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Good namaste to you, Test Device. Blessings. And so Test Device has been here. Listen, it's not masturbation themed. I mean, tonight we're talking about snacks of the next level. Speaking to Brother Onion Plug right now. But right now, yeah. So listen, some nights are really devoted to masturbation, and not in like a juvenile way. We take it seriously here. It's not a joke. I know masturbation is.
That's serious.
My understanding of comedians, and I'm not one, but I try to get inside their head, and because they talk about masturbation quite a bit. And we have a quick psychic emergency from Silly B. Everybody please hold. Psychic emergency, Silly B.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAX. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer C11YB_ to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400. Thank you, Dr. Leslie Tanner, for helping me explore myself in ways I never knew. You have touched me deep inside and left a skid mark on my soul. You are so handsome and really funny, and the program works. Namaste, 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 namaste. Repeat. Cheer 400. Thank you, Dr. Leslie Tanner, for helping me explore myself in ways I never knew. You have touched me deep inside and left a skid mark on my soul. You are so handsome and really funny, and the program works. Namaste, 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 namaste. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Namaste, Silly B. Blessings to you. Convicted public masturbator, just in case anybody was unsure about that. Now, real quick, okay, so you eat your cum. Would you consider cum to be a snack of the next level, or is that like a totally different part of your brain?
It depends how long I've gone without jerking off. Because then sometimes I'll just like swing my legs over my head and just paint my face, and it's great because then it's just I don't have to buy like salt for a while.
Right. Okay, well, listen, thanks so much for joining us tonight, Onion Plug, and thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for your contributions to our exploration, as well as that beautiful cache of weapons that I'll absolutely be respecting.
The program works. Namaste.
Namaste, Onion Plug. Namaste, brother. 872-205-9484. 872-205-9484. Listen, what I was trying to say earlier before I was interrupted by a bit redeem, Silly B, when it was on screen that you were a convicted public masturbator, was that in any other time in human history, this public masturbation would have been, whether or not it was taboo, it would have been respected as a powerful thing to do. Respected as a powerful thing to do. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Leslie, you can call me Fluxstorm.
Oh, look who it is. Fluxstorm, how are you, brother?
You?
It's great to talk to you.
Yeah, we're doing okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, continue. I cut you off right while you're getting going.
Oh, I was just going to do some more platitudes and stuff, but, I know sometimes you like to just take it to task, so if that's where you were going, I would...
I was. Fluxstorm, first of all, Fluxstorm is a committed explorer, been here for a while. And Flux, so let's just get right down to business. Snacks of the next level. Talk to me. What's going on in that noggin of yours?
So snacks really resonated today. I have been eating a little bit healthier.
Okay.
I got a lot of like dietary issues and restrictions, and so I had to do one of those restriction diet ones. It's always been like a thing. But for the most part, I eat only snack food, and frozen vegan chicken nuggets, not because I'm vegan, but because I'm allergic to chicken, and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which like children food or college food. Decided to start getting healthy, eating apples. got a salad, ate salad, and now I feel terrible because my system is not prepared for eating leafy greens. I haven't had a salad in probably 2-3 years.
And how's your system responding to this new information?
Very angrily. It is not happy about it. It was happy with my Nutri-Grain bars. I get both the strawberry and the apple flavor.
Right.
And I mix, kind of alternate. It was really happy with those. It was happy with my bread that I eat. Sometimes I just eat bread. It was happy with that. And then I eat this salad that these so-called fucking expert scientists tell me is going to help me live longer. And I'm over here in massive amounts of pain.
So it sounds like you're massive amounts of pain. Do you think it's the addition of, what is it about the salad it sounds like the salad is hurting you?
Yes, the salad is hurting me. I don't really know other than to think that it's just my body is not capable or just does not know how to respond to that amount of fresh food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, listen, I think there's several things about this that, I would love to discuss with you. First of all, these doctors that are telling you to eat healthy as if, I know what you mean. I understand what they're saying and doing, but this really exposes these so-called experts and their brittle, feeble minds. Namaste.
Yeah.
Quote. We got a quick quote.
Running people over should be a misdemeanor if you're on CBD.
I've been saying that since they introduced CBD to the market. It should be a misdemeanor to hit people. See, CBD is too good for people to treat it like alcohol. It's just a joke. It's a tragedy to see these young men who are, they're driving 65, 70 through a school zone. I saw one guy hit a kid flew into the air, dead by the time he hit the ground, and he spent the rest of his life in prison, which is so fucked up.
Holy shit. Yeah. To put the kid in prison after he died is just, that's fucked.
Exactly, right? They put his dead body in prison, they give him the meals still, waste of taxpayer money.
Wow,
They give him yard time. They just throw his 45-pound 6-year-old body into the middle of the yard.
Do they bathe him? Or do they just kind of toss him in the shower?
I pray to God they do not bathe this dead child. I'm so tired of my money, taxpayer money, being wasted.
It's a sham. It's once again so-called experts thinking they can somehow rehabilitate a child corpse. It makes no sense.
It doesn't. It's the world we live in, huh?
Oh boy.
Well, listen, Flux, I want to talk about this healthy eating before we get into any other topic. This healthy eating business, it sounds like, you tell me. They tell you it's healthy, yet it's actively harming you. Square that reality. Why would something that is good for you cause you pain, and what does that make you feel about these so-called experts, Flux?
I got a couple points of view on this.
Please.
One real quick is on the experts themselves, much like some of the other medical fields and so-called religions, they have this kind of one cure fix-all for everybody, every problem, right? Which is just not how it works. We know we must explore, we must relax, we must do these different things instead of just this kind of like panacea. And they don't have enough foresight to realize that, maybe people need different things, right? And maybe the one thing that they are trying to sell is maybe not actually the right thing. It's just a thing. If it was 300 years ago, they'd be trying to bloodlet me. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. So you've done some thinking about this.
Absolutely, and to take it kind of more in the direction of a true exploration, there is also kind of an irony and a real thing to kind of face that the one foods or the set of foods that I can eat that don't cause me physical pain do cause me harm. And the ones that are supposed to not cause me harm cause me pain. So it is a constant state of kind of being in an uncomfortable place, of having to really examine what is going on, and really helps put me in my place too, right? Like it's kind of hard to get kind of uppity when you can get taken out by some olive oil and balsamic.
That's a good point. Now, listen, so this, obviously, you're a very thoughtful young man. You've given us much to chew on tonight. And once again, setting an example for a lot of our younger, newer explorers here, bucking the expert advice, finding the suffering in this and really questioning, taking health itself to task, and that's really strong and beautiful. So but I want to take the next step. Tony G, thank you so much for the bits. G, whatever that is, whatever your username is, I don't know how to say it. Whatever that is. Namaste, thank you for those bits earlier, by the way. G. Now, let's take the next step. Set aside the experts, set aside the doctors that are trying to fucking kill you. Talk to me about to Fluxstorm. What are your snacks of the next level?
I enjoyed a wonderful snack just as the program started, right before I had a attack of my system. I ate a cinnamon roll.
Ooh.
It was delicious.
Cinnamon roll. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the cinnamon roll?
At the HEB. That's one of our local grocers here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with HEB.
They got a nice bakery. It's the HEB brand with the nice icing. Not that weird cream cheese shit. I don't know why people are eating cream cheese icing. I think it's fucking weird.
You hate that stuff. You just want regular, classic American icing.
Absolutely. I want it to just be like sugar and whatever they put in it to make it icing.
Right. Disgusting. You hate that curdled little taste to it. You don't like it.
No. It's sour. You know what I mean? It's sour in name and sour in flavor. And also the people who consume it are sour. So it's all around.
So listen, so if you were coaching one of these younger explorers, Flux, and you were and they looked like they needed a little pick-me-up, a little snack, a little treat, what you would do is drive them post-haste nearest HEB and pick up a cinnamon roll?
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's the way to do it. We got to find a microwave too. We're not putting that shit in the oven. It's better in the microwave. It's more gooey.
And then, do you eat it at the HEB or do you eat it in the car, take it home? What's the next step?
If we were doing like tagging along like a Big Brother program for the explorers, I think we'd be doing a car picnic. Space and I love a car picnic, so I think we'd just go into the employee rest area, use their microwave to heat those bad boys up, right up to the car.
Wow. Well, Flux, I want to end it right there because that was that vision that you just shared with us was, clearly you've been around the block here, and clearly you have the best intentions in mind for a lot of we got a lot of new people in chat still trying to get their bearings, figure out what's going on, and I appreciate the leadership role that you play here.
Absolutely. Welcome on in, new explorers. I was just as confused as you at one point, and you just keep embracing, and the explorations and the levels and the next just keep on coming.
Namaste, brother Flux.
Namaste.
I gotta take a piss. Guys, it's pee-pee time. Thank you so much to Fluxorm Zero for that beautiful, generous call. Went a little long. Thank you for your time tonight, brother. Guys, I gotta take a pee. It's pee-pee time. Sit tight. I've got a couple words about my community of devoted light, which, by the way, we have a special announcement for my community of devoted light as soon as I get back from my little pee break. But if you're interested in getting the exclusive materials, the exclusive streams, the exclusive podcasts, etc., 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 there are tools to be had tonight for just a couple dollars a month in my community of devoted light at patreon.com. So sit tight, a couple details about that. I will pee and we will be right back with the second half of our exploration of snacks of the next level. Namaste, everybody.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of 50,000 speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. My question for you is, are you a slave? Do you have the courage to acknowledge the very real abyss surrounding you and these mean little whores you go to school with? Caitlin, I truly wish for your suffering to be eased. But from the sounds of it, you are alone as anyone ever is in this situation. To me, it is sad that you had to experience this truth at such an early age. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, my explorers. Welcome on back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, This is Explorations. That was a couple words about my community of devoted light. Welcome on back, everybody. And I just wanted to add a little something to that. So we've been cycling through different forms of benefits for my community of devoted light. It used to be that I produced videos as regularly as possible, but the videos grew in both scale and production quality, and to a point where we're working on some very long form things behind the scenes right now that we'll begin shooting this summer. However, then we moved on to a podcast. We ran the podcast for a little while, but this month we're doing something a little special. We're experimenting. So if for all of my community of devoted light members that are in the chat right now, and I made a post about it on the Discord. I'll make a Patreon post a little later tonight about this. But this month, we're doing, instead of the podcast of devoted light, we are instead substituting private exclusive exploration beamed straight to our private Discord devoted light room. So ladies and gentlemen, the point of this is to allow us to explore, use this program, use its tools, use the call-ins, use the chat, but use it the way it was always intended, free of Twitch TOS. Free for all of us to express ourselves the way we truly are, what's truly in our heart. We say yes to ourselves, yes to reality, and through that unlock the power of the next level in a way that here we only dream about. If you really want to see this program in action, you have a spare couple dollars a month, I urge you to check out the very exclusive private stream specifically for the Devoted Light members this Saturday. So, like I said, this is an experiment. I'm gonna post the audio and video of it on the Patreon after this Saturday's exploration. And we'll do a quick review. Did we like the streams? Do we miss the podcast? Well, I wanna make sure that those of you that really like the podcast still get a little something out of it. We'll see how it goes. So Captain Fantastic, I'm poor, and that's a lesson in and of itself, that being poor is bad, right? Being poor is not good. Your life will be shorter and it'll include much more suffering. You'll die of a much more easily preventable illness. You will not enjoy things anywhere near as much as if you had just a little more money. And this is another example of exactly this dynamic in your life. Namaste. Sociopathogen, 37 months. Explore Olympic swimmer. Did not know that. I thought you looked familiar, your old profile pic. Purling rolled wafer cookies get you to the next level merely by making you feel like you're better than the poors. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. Can somebody speak to that? The podcast is not on Spotify, no. Well, the reason I wanted to play with this a little bit is like switching gears to the podcast can be kind of a challenge sometimes in terms of the material I'm developing. It's like I can't help but take very seriously the form. I know it might seem silly from the outside, but I guarantee you, when I write things, I take in mind, is this for a video? Is this for an audio? Is this for just a written material? Is this a theme for the stream? These things, they fall into these different little Plinko categories, and I'm seeing if we could be a little more exact. How bad is the audio and video, by the way? By like half a second. All right, let's fix it. Still too much. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, it was like 0.7 of a damn second off. Are we better? Are we good? Much better? Namaste. Pond Scum, very generous and happy goddamn 45 months. Holy moly. We're drifting through time and space, man. Pond Scum, brother, 45 months is a long time, and I cannot thank you enough for your devotion, your loyalty, and to see the transformation take place in your life over the course of the 45 months that you've been with us has been a gift in and of itself. So namaste to you. Namaste to you. Holy moly, we got a psychic emergency. Stop the presses, hold the phone. Let's hear Peppercorn Patty out. Psychic emergency.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Peppercorn Patty to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400, doesn't anyone else like this sweetie icy fruity bubbly soda milk vodka drink? And you start to get a little fucked up. Isn't it funny that a drink that is so tasty can also get you fucked up? And you start to think about how great Big Drink is, and you think, wow, I love Big Drink, and you drink and you drink and you drink and then oh shit, you only have 2 sips left, and you stop drinking your Big Drink to save some of your Big Drink so you can die with your Big Drink because you love. Repeat. Cheer 400, doesn't anyone else like this sweetie icy fruity bubbly soda milk vodka drink? And you start to get a little fucked up. Isn't it funny that a drink that is so tasty can also get you fucked up? And you start to think about how great Big Drink is, and you think, wow, I love Big Drink, and you drink and you drink and you drink and then oh shit, you only have 2 sips left, and you stop drinking your Big Drink to save some of your Big Drink so you can die with your Big Drink because you love. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Peppercorn Patty keeping us updated on the Big Drink journey, the Big Drink fiasco, the Big Drink shenanigan. Namaste. Get some sleepy. It's some bedtime for Sister Peppercorn Patty. Sister Patty, lay that head to rest. You've earned it. You did a great job tonight. Thank you so much. And we've got, oh yeah, that's right. Comedic 6414 has an affirmation for fellas. Let's get that going. Affirmation for fellas. There's no limit to the number of bracelets. Accessorize. Bracelets. Thank me later. Comedic, that was specifically for you. I don't know why. Palace's Cat, namaste, and welcome on into Explorations with Leslie Tanner. But now, Comedic, I'm not exactly sure why I gave you that affirmation, but something tells me, talk to me about your forearm. Do you got hairy forearms? Comedic, be honest with me. Do you have hairy forearms or are they shorn? Do you got a shorn forearm or are they hairy? Fill me in. I cannot continue tonight's stream unless I get an update. Comedic, yes, I have hair. There we go. Now, if you've got hair, that's a perfect palette for innumerable bracelets. Start easy, start light. Wear maybe like a short sleeve button up, maybe like a loose linen. It's getting warm out, and get a nice bracelet. Get a bracelet and just test it out. Start easy, start small. But as soon as, they're like Pringles ultimately though. Once you get that one, you're gonna want more. You're gonna want more because it's gonna look good on your hairy little forearm. So get more bracelets. You're welcome. Thank me later. I wear a KIA bracelet. That's not really the vibe I had in mind, but sure. Add more onto it though. I think you need more is the vibe I'm getting from the universe right now. Take that seriously. I don't just get vibrations from the universe. They don't come from nowhere. I channel these things, very significant vibrations, all right? Coming from a certain place and going to another place. That's ultimately my job, is to channel these vibrations and deliver them. Namaste XXV. Where's that hot dog guru? Oh no, that's Christopher Miller jacking off the hot dogs again. XXV, if you have a hairy chest, leave at least the top 2 buttons undone. You've got a hairy chest, right? As a hairy girl, there's a hair pinched in the bears sometimes. Beads. As a hairy girl, there's hair pinched in the beads sometimes. Oh, well, yeah, okay, well then, maybe try a chain, you know? Maybe, have you tried, what about those like charm bracelets, right? And each charm is like $800. Are those so popular? The charms? Can somebody chime in about that? Do we still wear the charm bracelets? Let's open up the line, guys. Let's take some calls. 872-205-9484. 872-205-9484. Snacks of the next level. Snacks of the next level. Namaste. Those Pandora bracelets? Yeah, I think so, M. Robert. You know, it's funny. I Trade Future says Pandora's bracelets are a scam. It's one of those things that it's so obviously like kind of shitty that it's not even, I don't know if you could accurately call it a scam. Like if a bunch of people started eating their own poop, are they getting scammed? I mean, they're just shitting in their hand and they're eating it. I guess if you want to stretch that, you could say like, oh, well, you walk into your aunt's house and she's eating her own poop and you're like, someone got her with the poop scam. I don't know if I would describe it that way. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Now you're saying I gotta go out and buy a bunch of bracelets, dude? I don't got that kind of scratch.
I mean, do you have hairy arms?
They're really hairy, dude.
Yeah, you'd look great. You'd look great.
But how many bracelets? And I don't think you're contemplating that the bracelets get caught in the arm hair and it's going to be at least itchy, if not annoying and painful.
Yeah, I don't know, use some hair gel during on that part of your wrist.
Yeah, but then they're going to jangle too much. Are you talking about like multiple gold bracelets or can I throw a few like string bracelets in there?
You know, it depends. It depends on your vibe. You, Angry Mike, don't hit me as like a hippie tribal guy.
Right.
Right? You seem like you're about your money, you're about, you're driven. You've got like a sense of purpose. I think that it would look silly if you start wearing like hemp or strings or that kind of stuff. So I think you'd have to go with like a rope or like some kind of golden rope chain thing.
What about silver?
Silver, yeah. As long as it's real silver, because that shit turns green real fast unless it's real. Or if it's not real. Right?
Right, if it's fake.
Right, that's what I meant.
Or I could just buy like silver paint though, and any time it like greened over, I just paint it when I'm at home.
That seems, I mean, you could, yeah.
Right?
But you've got money, Angry Mike. You've got money.
Yeah, but I don't got, sterling silver, endless bracelet money.
Ooh, here's an interesting one from Sociopathogen. Get one of those jade bracelets.
Like it's made out of jade? I feel like jade's more expensive than gold. I'm not into minerals. I hated earth science when I was in school. I thought that was the dumbest class they could make us go to. It's like, oh, that's how volcanoes are made? Yeah, that's going to help me get a job.
Right, you hated that stuff.
Name one thing you learned from earth science class.
Like stuff about soil?
No, you didn't learn about soil from earth science class. You learned about soil by being a 5-year-old and playing outside. Name something you learned from earth science class.
Sediments, the different sediments and minerals that are in soil and different.
Name one sediment.
Oh, limestone?
That's not a sediment, dude. There's no way that's sediment.
Why not?
It's a rock, man.
Yeah,
Rock
but
isn't
tiny
a sediment.
little parts of it could be sediments.
No, that's limestone sand, dude. You know
What's the
how
difference between
sand
sand
works?
and sediment? You're getting all like legal about this.
Number one, sediment has more letters in it. Number two, I'm pretty sure there's bigger pieces of
Sedimentary
sand and sediment.
rock from Trope. Sedimentary rock.
You can't just make something into something else. It's called sediment. Both you and I agreed it's not a rock. Now this bozo comes in and says, "Oh, well, it is a rock," and you're like, "See, Leslie, come on, man, don't be misled by these."
I'm not being misled. I think that these are anything but resolved topics, and I think having this healthy exploration is very important.
Why though? See, like all it's doing is causing a rift between us. I said it was pointless, and it is. It's just creating a rift.
The rift already existed. We're discovering the rift, and we're exploring it.
We're exploring the rift about earth science. I didn't want to talk about this because I was going to nail this topic. This was like a home run topic, and then you start saying I got to buy endless bracelets.
That wasn't for you. That wasn't an affirmation for you.
You said number one, it was an affirmation for men. Yes or no?
Yes
or no? Okay. Number two, you said it was for a guy with hairy arms. Angry Mike has hairy arms. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Number three, my point's proving. So.
I'm not going to take responsibility for you kind of fucking up the momentum of your call, though.
No, well, it is your fault. And number one, did anybody talk about barbecue chicken nachos making at home, or is everybody like bitching out and talking about snacks that are like pre-made, dude?
No, Fram We Are just did 3 bits, but he put the gay flags in between angry, it says, it's flag, angry, flag, Mike, flag.
What flag?
The gay one, the
Oh, is this the
LGBT.
Patreon one where I can say anything I want?
What?
Is this the Patreon stream where I get to say anything I want? Am
Absolutely
I early?
not. No, this
Am I
is not
late?
that.
Ooh, I'm going to say some hard A's.
Original,
it's not.
Godspeed, Namaste, welcome on in.
Hello?
Hello, this call is not going well.
I asked you about barbecue chicken nachos. You didn't say a fucking word.
Nobody has said that. I said no.
Okay, and I'm right about that too. So number one, he was right about the special affirmation obviously directed at me. And number two, you haven't said it's not the best snack when we're talking about a next level snack, Leslie. Put what I just said up against anything anybody else has said, because I haven't been listening.
So you are so confident in barbecue chicken nachos that, Namaste, we have been raided by Hold Space for My Tribe. Namaste, you knuckleheads. Come on in and make yourselves comfortable. This is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. As you all know, is Crosophere. And we've got a nice little theme on the screen. This is what we're discussing tonight. Snacks of the next level. So we've got Laser Shark chiming in from youtube.com, Angry Mike, saying it might taste okay, but I'll pass on barbecue on nachos.
Yeah, well, he's wrong. And that's just one person. And by the way, he's eaten the wrong barbecue sauce then. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're using Carolina barbecue sauce on nachos, then you're just a complete fuck up. So that's not what I'm talking about, dude. Okay? Maybe you didn't hear me right. I'm talking about homemade, right? Homemade barbecue nachos at home. You slice the jalapenos on it.
Hold Space, I've been waiting for it. Hold Space is subbing. Namaste. Please hold, Angry Mike. Hold space for my tribe.
Fine.
Explorer has a tail, long vagina. So that means that and you have been terminated by iTrade.
No!
Namaste. Hi, Leslie. I was jacking off and I asked AI to show me what it would look like if I had a baby with the lady I was jacking off to, Mary Curie. I printed the photo out and put it on my desk at work. That's beautiful. That is maybe the most responsible use of AI I have heard of. Period. End of sentence. End of story. End of paragraph. End of book. Close the book on AI. If you're not doing that, and you're talking about doing other stuff, you're talking about doing whatever that I don't even know what people do with it. But I love it. But I love that even more and the most. From Hold Space for My Tribe, namaste. Thank you so much. That's a beautiful image, and I hope people copy you. I hope people copycat that. Yeah, as Laser Shark, yeah, we didn't really get a fully fleshed out image of what those barbecue chicken nachos look like, but he was confident and that was inspiring. Yeah, do we barbecue the chicken and then there's just sauce on the chicken that goes on, and then maybe we do like a different kind of sauce, or I don't know. Or if it was like, I don't know. Namaste, caller, welcome to Explorations. My name's Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, how you doing, Guru? It's Tony Spaghetti.
Tony goddamn Spaghetti. Guys, can we get some namastes in chat right now for brother Tony Spaghetti calling from prison?
Yeah, I'm in the day room. I got it. Yeah, I'm in the day room calling you from. That's why the phone sounds so shitty. You know.
Okay, I get it. Namaste. Well, people are excited. I know you can't read the chat on your flip phone. They're excited to hear from you.
No, yeah. Listen, I was on the tablet earlier today because I only got 2 hours of tablet time. And I saw you were talking about snacks, and I said, I got to call and I got to update you on the jail snack situation with the program, you know?
So Tony is doing a stint in federal prison. Talk to me about the snacks in prison, brother.
Right, no, listen, I'm doing a stint because of a flash violation in which I assaulted that police officer. We know the story, right? Okay, listen. All right, cool. So here's the situation. You want me to go through there's a couple of pillars we have to understand about jail snacks. Are you okay with it if I kind of describe these?
Please go for it.
Top one is honey buns. You know about honey buns?
So we're talking about like the Hostess brand?
Right. The honey bun Hostess. It's the top. It's a top tier. If you get a honey bun, you could trade buns for buns. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? If I give you a honey bun, I expect cheeks. Do you know what I mean? It's a real currency type situation.
You said cheese?
Cheeks. Like cheeks,
like ass. Like you're gonna have like anal sex with a man.
Right. If I give you a honey bun, that's expectation of buns. It's called buns for buns.
So to be clear, I just want to make sure the chat is clear about this. We're talking about honey bun being used as currency in federal prison for you can exchange that honey bun for gay anal sex with a man.
Right.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, so, and that should be a warning to also people who are new to the federal system. If someone gives you a honey bun, they're expecting your buns. you know what I mean?
Right.
Right. So there's a little bit of danger in the snacks. Now the second one is a ramen noodles. Right?
Buns for buns sounds like a federal program.
Right. No, listen, it is. Hey, that's
it basically is. Yeah. Okay.
You got the soups. You got your ramen noodles. That's number 2. The soups. Then number 2, you got your Macs. Now, for people who aren't in the pen like me, Macs are like your tunas, your mackerel, like those little pouches. Have you seen those in the grocery? You get the Macs, right? Then you get your chips. And we call them the she-bangs. You know what I mean? Because you can use those to kind of, you can loot, there's a whole situation there.
So you can, right? So to be clear to the chat about that, so you're talking about getting one of those, like, sort of a hamburger helper like side dish pouches where you add water and tuna to it.
Right. Yeah. Listen, for people on the outside, like if you ever go, like you see those little packets of tuna, and you're like, why the fuck would I get this? I'll just get a can.
Right.
You got the packets on the inside, and then we call those Macs. Those are Macs.
Okay. So, and then to sort of round that picture out, just to make sure I understand what you're saying, Tony, that these things are good to eat, as well as you pretend it's a vagina and you have sex with it? Am I hearing you right?
Right. Because the oil.
Right, the oils in it make it easy to pretend that it is an ass or like a pussy that is wet and lubricated.
Ass or pussy, like whatever you're into, you know. There's a guy in Cell Block 7. He's down the way. He's another pod. He just trades specifically, and we call him Mac Pack Mac, and he just deals with old Mac packs with the oil still in it, you know. So the snack trade in jail is wild.
We got a communal vision coming in from Sociopathogen. Sociopathogen says, Tony, have you ever had to huckle buck a guy for a Mac?
Hold on, does that guy know the language? That guy knows the
I
language.
think so. He must have done some time. What does that mean? Inform us.
Listen, let me tell you something about hucklebucking for a Mac. I'm gonna tell you, I've never done anything that I wouldn't do on the outside. And let me tell him, here's what a hucklebuck is. You got to get inside, you got to get upstairs, if you know what I mean. Right? You can't really say this. Listen, because you know they're listening to the line right now. I'm in the day room. I can't perjure myself, as my attorney likes to say on the phone line. So I can talk in code. Is that all right?
I suppose I'll try my best to understand. Continue.
It's getting up in someone's business for a Mac pack, which means, you know, you can either put it up your ass or someone else's ass. It's called a
okay, so again, it's just another word for gay anal sex in prison.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So a man having sex with a man's ass, butt fucking, open cheeks, butthole, having sex with it, and trading as currency. Am I hearing you right?
Right, but also like packing it up in there too, right? Because our asshole is very elastic, and we can carry a lot of goods and services really in our assholes in jail.
Right, like a marsupial.
Right, it's kind of like a mother kangaroo, right? You put it up there, and you can do what you want with it. You can move it around different, Let's say you get in a fight with someone, you pack all your shit in your asshole, you're down the other yard, you're still good.
It's a shame pogs aren't popular anymore. They'd be perfect.
Pogs?
Yeah,
you
pogs.
said pogs? I haven't heard that term in a long time. I miss pogs.
Right?
You know?
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
When you talk about the poison slammers, remember when you hit your kid and then everyone starts screaming you lost all their pogs?
Yep.
It's great. I remember that.
Pogs are coming back, says Puppies for Life, a.k.a. Amelia. Finger on the pulse of pogs. She's got she's got the pog pulse underneath.
Got the pog. Do you think I could trade some pogs for something in here too? I could put it up in the kangaroo pouch and get some pogs in here,
Absolutely. I mean, if you're trading honey buns for gay male sex with a man's ass,
right.
I think you could get something for pogs.
Right, but also we have to get into something else too. Before we get into this, there's also like custom meals with the snacks, right? Because in jail we only got snacks, so we make little meals around them. So we got this thing called everybody calls it a prison spread. I hate that term. I don't want to talk about where I'm at with my spread. I call it home spread, and it's ramen, sausage, and chips. And you just jam that shit together, and you just fucking roll that shit around, and you're like, it's the best. It's incredible.
Wow.
You just different snacks together in jail, right? And then there's the pizza, which is you take a ramen packet and you crush it, and you mold it into the shape of a pizza, and you top it with cheese and the cheese spread, because we ain't got real cheese in here, Les.
Mm-hmm.
We got those spreadable, and then you put the sausage, and that's those Vienna sausages.
Yeah.
You could put those up your ass forever. You could literally. I've been transferred to different jails with Vienna sausages up my ass, and they're so beautiful at the end.
I think there's something really beautiful about that. I think there's a beauty to the simplicity and honestly organic nature of the economy in prison. Everything you're describing sounds like much closer to the earth, much more democratic, much more simple. They're not.
It's easy. Yeah, it's easy.
Nobody's
like,
trading
we don't
like.
have a lot of options.
Nobody's trading like Mac futures in prison. There's just Mac is Mac, ass is ass.
Right. There's no insider trading. There's only like goods for goods. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's no you can't finagle the whole system. You can't like put like a futures trade on fucking Macs and no. You got 15. I'm training for 15. We ain't doing no bullshit, you know?
Right, exactly. Well, listen.
You'll get killed.
Tony,
you'll get killed for that type of shit.
You gave us 2 snacks, right? The honey bun, the mac, and then you gave us the little side thing about the meals. Was there a third one? Because I do have another question to follow up with you. Is there a third snack in the wait that you want to tell us about?
Yeah, there's a whole category. It's called sweets. So it's like moon pies, cookies, little pastries that they also sell at the commissary. They're not very good, but they have the bread that you need. You know, it's all about like you don't really eat them for, you know, how good they are. Use them for ingredients. So our snacks are kind of like ingredients inside, you know.
Interesting. Okay, but the sweets are separate from the honey bun.
Yeah. No, the sweets are completely separate from the honey buns. Honey buns is bun for buns. That's an explicit trade for homosexual sex. Everybody knows this.
Okay, beautiful. Well, listen.
Right, so that's a warning to everyone who goes to jail. Don't take a honey bun. That's an explicit warning. You know.
Got it. Okay, so if you're a man in prison and you don't want another man to have sex with your ass, you know, with your consent or against your will, technically rape. If you don't want to be raped in the ass, then you want to be really aware of the subtle nuances of a honey bun in prison, it sounds like.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because when I first got in here, I thought like honey bun. I haven't seen that shit since 93? Who knows what the fuck a honey bun is? I didn't understand the weight of the honey bun. I was ignorant, you know.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think a wealth of information, wealth of experience. Thank you for sharing it with us. I do have one follow-up, though, with you before you go.
Yeah.
Now, a little bit back up, to back up and explain the situation that you're in federal prison, and when the chips had to get cashed in and you had to sort of pick a side, so to speak, in prison, you went independent, much like the Muslims. And rather than converting to Islam, you've been pushing the program and developing a whole situation in prison around the program in prison. Right. So give us an update. Right. How is that going?
Listen, Guru, I want to proudly tell you that the program in the Cochrane State Federal Penitentiary is doing fantastic. There's been a war between the Muslims and the Aryan Brotherhood that I've taken advantage of per the program. Right, I've understood people's weaknesses, and what I've done is I've used the program to understand those explicit weaknesses and then take advantage. You know, so the program's doing great in Corcoran right now. Like we're doing great. We've got about 250, let's say 300 maybe spread across 3 or 4 different penitentiaries. I'm not sure yet. Here's what happens too. What we get soup runs, and they send me payment. They send me payments in soups. So what happens is they send me ramen noodles from different states. I understand who's in the program based on how much they're given into the program. And I try and translate the best I can to donations. And maybe you can see them or not. I'm not sure if it comes to you. But we got about 250, 300 people across the federal prison system, and it's spreading. Wow. It's a new thing. It's a new thing. Listen, and let me tell you something. The violence that's important to spread the program in jail, this is how it has to happen. You don't like the program, you're going to die in front of the program, is what I tell people, right?
Wow. Tony, thank you so much.
You don't fuck with Leslie Tanner, the Guru. If you say anything against you, I'll cut you in the shower outside the cameras, and I don't care if I do another nickel on top of this. I'm already doing 40. Will you put another 5 on top of me? I don't care, you know? I'm inside for life. What are you going to do to me?
Brother, I can't tell you how absolutely important you are. Oh my goodness gracious, Nicole Belafonte rating our little program here. Namaste, friend of the program, Nicole Belafonte, sister of the program, explorer herself, been working with her for years, and the proof's in the pudding. Namaste and welcome, Raiders, to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I know we're getting a little spicy on the call, but we are exploring snacks of the next level on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Welcome, Nicole. Welcome, Raiders. How are we? How was the stream? Talk to me about that. I'm going to wrap up this call and check in with you guys in just a second. Tony Spaghetti, I cannot thank you enough for your efforts, you know, and sharing your story with us, as well as your tips on snacks.
Right. No, listen, we got program in the jails, in the federal system. right? I don't know about county, but in federal, we got your back. No big deal about it. You call me, you get it done. If someone comes in that you don't like, you let me know, you know?
Beautiful.
We'll take care of them.
What was that?
No, we'll take care of them, you know, if you don't like them.
Please. Listen, Tony, you're maybe my my strongest soldier. And I don't use that word lightly. I want to thank you for all your efforts. I want to thank you for your time tonight.
Hey, namaste, Guru. I love you. All right, but I'll talk to you later, okay? I love you. Bye-bye.
I love you too. Namaste. Wow. What a guy. What a guy. Namaste, Raiders. What did you guys get up to? What did you guys get up to? Also, Holdspace, I didn't ask you. If you're still around, what did you guys get up to too? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name's Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Fuck all your community members. Now they don't get the right to know what my barbecue chicken nacho recipe is. And two, Tony Spaghetti's stronger community member than me. Eat my dick. Namaste.
He hung up before you used it. You still got it. Fram, you still got it. Nicole, we broached. Welcome, Thor Slayer Gaming. Namaste. Thor Slayer Gaming. Blessings and namaste to you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country, bar none. Namaste to you. So Nicole Belfonte said, the stream was swell, dearie. It's hard to put into words, so visceral it was. We broached lots of topics, like the war, and enjoyed some beautiful jazz. What was your favorite? What was your favorite jazz album you listened to? Also, what's your favorite war, I guess, too? If you had to pair your favorite, like if you had to do pairings, right? Album, war. What jazz album and what war? I would pick Something Else by Cannonball Adderley and World War I. Then I'd probably, you know, maybe pick like Chuck Mangione and Vietnam. I think those would be nice together. She just had the Korean War, I think. Interesting. Okay. Good to know. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Leslie?
This is Leslie Tanner. Who is this?
My wife, Lois. My name's Peter.
Peter, how are you tonight, Peter?
Well, I thought I was talking to my wife, Lois.
Oh my gosh, you're pranking me?
Go down to the clam.
Guys, every once in a while this does happen. This is a live show. This number is live. And every once in a while we get a prankster like this. Yeah, Peter. Oh, well, no, it's not Lois, it's Leslie.
Okay, well, I got that out of the way. I missed funny voices tonight. I really wanted to do that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this poor?
That was good. Yeah, it's poor.
Poor or you son of a bitch. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that went well.
That was great. No, that was awesome. That was so good. I love that kind of stuff. Nicole Belfonte, well, both world wars were really two movements in a larger conflict, and Spike Jones and his City Slickers. Interesting. Wow. Hitting us with some big stuff. Namaste, Nicole. Now, Poorer, using funny voice, get it out of your system. Talk to me about snacks. Something tells me you're not just calling to call.
I'm talking about snacks. I just got out of the grocery store.
What'd you get at the grocery store? Quick, Pepperoncini says, can you do every Family Guy member in the family? Please, 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 please.
I can try. All right. Let's go. I know this guy loves funny voices, and I know we all miss walking a lot, but he's got some big shoes to fill. Okay. Let's start with Peter.
Peter.
My name's Lois.
Nightmares are a
Peter.
real number.
Peter, why do you gotta go to the big clamp tonight?
And Peter says, my bitch wife Lois, she won't let me go down to the clam and drink with the guys. My best friend Cleveland and Quagmire and Joe and I'm Chris. I'm Seth Green. I'm doing a real pretty voice. I'm Chris Griffin. And Mila Kunis. I'm Mila Kunis. I'm Meg Griffin. I'm Meg Griffin. And okay, this one's really hard for me. Hold on, let me I gotta breathe away from the phone. Lost! Damn you, vile woman! My diaper is soiled. That's Stewie, and that's the whole family.
Did you do Lois?
Yeah, I started with Lois.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of similar to
Peter.
a dog. Brian, somebody get me a martini.
Oh,
Peter. Yeah, I think my best one is Lois. I could say, Peter, you can't go down to the clam and drink with the boys tonight. You gotta stay home and watch Stewie, Peter.
Interesting. We have a special request for Cleveland.
Who's making the request?
Who was it? Pox Holiday.
I'm not taking requests tonight.
Okay. Wow. Pox. That was fucking brutal. You just got really disrespected. Pox, that should hurt. Jesus Christ. Not often do we get to see such blatant and direct disrespect expressed like that. So namaste, poor. So you got out of the, talk to me. Okay, Pepperoncini has one, do the alien.
Oh, that's a different show. I can't do that.
Pox Holiday says eat a queef.
I would.
He would, and I believe you. Okay, for snacks, let's get down to business. Talk to me. Snacks of the next level. You've been a part of this program for a while now, and I would love to hear what you just walked out of the grocery store with.
Pinching pennies this month. So I just kind of got the necessities. It's really tough you walk through the end and they have all these like Dubai chocolates and Entenmann's donuts, and I just want to get them all and eat them all, but yeah, no, so I didn't get any like proper snacks. So my snack tonight is just 3 falafel.
Is falafel, you said?
Bread for about yeah, I got 3 falafel.
How'd you get free falafel?
3. It was $2.99.
Oh. Yeah, listen, that sucks. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. What about I want to talk about banana bread. Remember during COVID and everybody's like, oh, if you get banana bread at work, you're depressed. Everybody bringing COVID banana bread. I've always been eating banana bread though, and I've been eating this loaf of banana bread that I have on my hand. It's in my hand for like a week and a half. It's been my breakfast every day. It's been my snack at night.
I love banana bread. People were talking shit about banana bread.
During COVID.
I fucking love banana bread. Can we get some ones in chat? Can we get a... hold on 1 second. Let's get a poll. I want to get a damn poll.
No, watch Tremors. We didn't watch Tremors. Or... yeah, poor.
Here we go. We got a poll going. Here we go. Banana bread, snack of the next level, or no, it is not? Answer in chat right now. I need to know. Who are these people talking shit about banana bread? It's such a like basic little treat.
Well, I think it was like they were talking shit about the bread. It was like the people making it. People were like saying like, "Oh, it's a depression. You're like at home and baking. You're a loser if you're at home baking banana bread during COVID." I don't know what the context really was because I had a banana bread and like I offered it to somebody and they made some remark about it like. And then I saw a meme about
Communal
it.
vision from Pepperoncini. Banana bread is the D'Angelo of snacks.
That's cool. Yeah, especially if you make it with some brown sugar. If you know what I mean. The D'Angelo.
Oh, that's
joke.
so funny. Look at what you did. Look at what you did. That is so funny. Porter just made a D'Angelo joke. That was awesome. That was awesome. And that was right off the top of the dome, huh? Are you a D'Angelo fan?
I'm a big D'Angelo fan.
I gotta say, I enjoy D'Angelo. But I do think it was very fun. Is Onion Plug still here? Onion Plug hates D'Angelo. Straight up says D'Angelo sucks.
That's crazy. You guys had some good tracks too.
I know. I was really surprised, but I loved it. I loved how enriching it was to read such a wildly dissenting opinion.
Yeah, I like it when somebody I don't like doesn't like something I like. I don't feel as bad about it. It's figures.
D'Angelo's Sistine Chapel was nice. So, making a fun little. Nicole, that Nicole is so fun. Namaste, Nicole. So okay, so would you say that banana bread is your snack to the next level ultimately though?
I think it's like a next level snack, and that it's for me it's like a program compatible snack. You make it out of old bananas. It's just good. It's like struggle food for me. It's good.
You know, I gotta say, there's nothing wrong with simplicity. We've been talking about some really gourmet stuff tonight. Peppercorn Patty called up a little earlier, the prosciutto wrapped in the cantaloupe. That's got like charcuterie vibes all over it. So overall, everybody voted that banana bread is in fact a snack of the next level.
That's good.
So namaste.
Namaste.
Now, okay. And I think your perspective of just having like a good old down-home classic baked goods snack being your snack of the next level is, I think, a very beautiful contribution tonight. And I appreciate you keeping us grounded to the earth as we explore snacks of the next level tonight.
That's good.
Yeah, that's more than good, brother. That's more than good. It's crucial. Crucial to our exploration tonight. Before you go, do you have any final little messages? You've had some back and forth with certain members of the chat, Pox Holiday being one, and as well as some others. Is there something that you want to, maybe a little message you want to send in particular, maybe to Pox, maybe to someone else, but maybe also to Pox? Before you go?
Yeah. You guys need to tone it the fuck down.
That was awesome. That was fucking cool shit.
Yeah, that was as loud as I get, but I mean it. That's me playing Mickey Rooney from Family Guy.
You have so many viewers in this moment that Twitch notified me despite me not following you. Well, you're about to be banned. Time out. Open, flagrant disrespect, you have been timed out. Michaela's getting timed out.
Get him out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing?
Get him out.
You're coming in here with that side of disrespect. Flaunting the program. Flaunting the most effective personal power program in the country. Like that. Namaste. All right. Thanks so much for your energy and your time
I
tonight.
got one more thing. Bubba Burgers. Everybody go buy a box of Bubba Burgers.
Bubba Burgers? What the heck is that?
We'll find out. I'll let you know.
Fram, we are. A question for Yep, I Sure Do Like Cats if she's still watching. Call in and read your apology letter or you're banned. Think about it. Think about that. Take it seriously. I'll leave it open for you to read your apology letter. Let's go. What is a Bubba Burger before we go?
Box of frozen burgers, 6 count on box of frozen burgers.
Oh yeah, those beef things that's like $24 for like 16 patties or something like that.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Snack though? I don't know if burger patties are a snack though.
That's just like a this is just a quick product placement.
Yeah, okay, well, kind of sullied the rest of the call. All right, have a good night. Namaste. Not great, not a good end. Not a good end of the call. Solid call. I like the disrespect toward Pox, but ultimately, kind of a, not a great way to end. Sailor X Garnet, namaste. Chad Music, also namaste and welcome on into Explorations with Leslie Tanner. This here is the most effective personal power program in the country. Each night we pick a theme to explore, and through the tools, techniques, exercises, and rousing discussion, we unlock the power of the next level each and every single night. A reminder to those, my brothers and sisters of Devoted Light, we have a special private Devoted Light stream this Saturday. This Saturday, 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll be privately exploring on the Discord server. The theme will be Beyond Good and Evil, and Lord, do we have something prepared for you. Very exciting stuff. But it's not a slider, Socio. It's not a slider. I'm just saying a whole patty isn't like a snack. Genuinely, when was the last time you saw somebody, oh, quick, I gotta grab a little snack, and they grab a whole fucking patty of beef and start nomming on it, start chewing on it? No, sorry, no. That doesn't happen. I've seen it. Fran, when did you see it? So like some halfway house full of mentally challenged adults? Because that's the only place I can imagine is a room full of people with various levels of mental retardation, suffering, who my heart goes out to, but I can only imagine a room full of that, and they each getting them giving them a beef patty for their little snack, for their little nap snack. Ninja New, what about pigs in a blanket? Those are mini hot dog sliders. Yeah, that's a good, interesting call. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name's Leslie. What's up I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Fram.
Fram, how we doing tonight, brother?
All right. I just wanted to tell you the story real quick about where I've seen this, because I'm not even kidding.
Wait, what? You want to tell a story real quick?
Sorry, yeah, where I've seen someone. It wasn't a hamburger patty. It was worse, but it did involve ground beef.
Okay. Yes. Fill us in, because I'm interested. I just don't believe that a hamburger patty can be a goddamn snack. I think that's kind of really
that's a fair
missing the spirit of our exploration tonight. As much as I appreciate various perspectives. But yeah, go ahead. I'd like to hear your story. Go ahead.
You could kind of think of it as this guy is kind of thinking on the next level. I don't know what to call it. In the next level way. I don't think that's the case. I think he's retarded, but
sure.
We'll just move on. So I used to be an RA. I really needed housing when I was in college because I moved way the fuck up in the mountains and it sucked. So my buddy that was an RA at these downtown apartments, which are kind of for kids that want to be living on their own, but are kind of, I wouldn't say they weren't 100% ready for it. There was a lot of services that you didn't really have on the actual campus itself. And so I was a fake RA there, just so I could get housing. And one night, it wasn't even one night, it was a bunch of nights, but this kid would come into the common room where the microwave was and just put a styrofoam tray of ground beef into the microwave and nuke it for like way too long. It was just in there forever and it smelled like shit. And then he would just take the ground beef back to his room, eating it like with his hands. That's the type of individual that was living in this place. There was a lot of that.
It was like loose ground beef that he microwaved?
You know how it comes in the store? You know, it's kind of still in the, I don't want to say ropes, but you know, like it goes through the grinder, so it comes out in little strands.
Right, it's got, yeah.
It was still all packed together like that, and he would just he would take the plastic wrap off and put it in the microwave for like 10 minutes. And then eat just that. No seasoning.
Wow.
Didn't drain the fat out of it or anything. He just plopped that shit into a bowl and ate it.
Wow. You know what? I gotta say, I think I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, just in this specific case, I feel like he kind of solved this riddle. Because I mean, like, it's a public room, and he just comes. Like, does he go to the grocery store and get his ground beef and just walk it right into the common room? Like, how premeditated is this? Is what I want to know. Because you know, if you don't have any food and there's only ground beef in your little fucking mini fridge, I guess maybe it makes sense. There wasn't a lot of facilities to do a lot of fancy cooking here. But like, does he just keep ground beef regularly and like plan to do this? I think that must be the case because it happened multiple times.
Yeah, I think that there's a power, there's a flagrancy to it. There's this is a powerful move. And much the way we were discussing, I don't know if Silly Bee is with us here, but Silly Bee being sort of just, described, labeled as a convicted public masturbator, in much the same way that public masturbation I honor as a sign of power. And I think eating ground beef in this way is also very powerful.
And like, not even in the privacy of your own home. Like, he just walked that shit into the common room where people frequently were. Like, there's a bunch of people living there, and there was only one common room. So
yeah,
generally there were people in there, and yeah, he would just do this shit. And I eventually started getting calls from residents like, yo, he's doing it again. I got so many hamburger fucking ground beef in the microwave calls during that like 10-week semester or quarter.
I just imagine you like kind of walking up to him and to try to talk to him about the beef thing, and knowing that he's got all the power in the situation.
I didn't even like, I talked to him once, and it was clear that nothing I said, maybe like a physical intervention would have worked, but I wasn't allowed to do that. As an RA, as an employee of the university and the state technically. So I couldn't just beat his ass. And I talked to him the one time, and that was the only tool I had. So I just stopped responding to the calls, to be honest. I would say, just to make people feel like they were being taken care of, because, the feeling is really what matters.
Right.
I would tell them, yeah, I'll go take care of it. Yeah, no problem. But I don't really know what the fuck they're expecting me to do. Like, the ground beef's already in the microwave.
Well, and there's no rules about not...
There's no rules.
There's no rules about ground beef. I think ultimately, this guy. It's kind of giving a I'm a sovereign citizen kind of vibe.
Yeah. He probably definitely would have talked about the NAP if I had physically.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, he would have known his rights. He would have been like open carrying, and he'd been gnawing on 1.5 pounds of 85% lean ground beef.
Yeah. It was very juicy, very very fatty. So yeah, I think he was even eating the 85%. The 15% fat beef, which is a lot of fat when you cook it up in the microwave.
Yeah. Usually, I would imagine if you're eating straight ground beef, you'd probably spend a little extra for the lean, but not this fella. Strong.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, he didn't have a lot of he didn't seem to have a lot of planning, or even just. He didn't seem to do a lot of thinking in general. He's actually the subject of several weird things that happened in that complex, but we'll save it for like a more appropriate topic, if that makes sense.
Okay, please, 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 please. Yeah, but I want you to keep this thread alive because whenever there's you've been calling in. There's 2 nights in a row, and I think you've got an energy that we miss here. I think we need a little more Fram.
Yeah, people have been like really obsessed with me lately. So I figure like maybe so I could hear less about it, I'll call in more so the people are satisfied and they stop chatting me.
Well, and plus they on the off chance that you talk shit to them, they're like bratty little subs. They want to be contained. They want to be dominated.
And they always come back with, well, how come you never call in? Like, bitch, I'm a fucking producer. How do you like? I don't need to call in.
Yeah. You're on the inside of the machine at all times.
Anyway. Like, fuck you, Logan. You say the weirdest shit.
Is Logan's always spacing off? Is Logan here?
Remember the time, on Saturday? When I say remember the time, I mean on Saturday, when he lost his fucking mind over the dog stream?
Here's what I knew when I put together the Killing Dog stream. I knew that it was going to be fun for some, it was going to be challenging for some, but I knew that there was a strong chance that like 1, 2, or 3 explorers would be pushed to the limits of their mind by the topic. And Logan was one of them. Logan really blossomed that night. Really showed his
whether he knows it or not. Yeah.
Really showed his he found a third rail in his mind. And how powerful is that, Fram?
Yeah, and I'm just returning a volley here. I don't really have anything against Logan, but if you're going to talk shit at me, I'm going to talk it back. I think Logan is a very powerful explorer because this just kind of came out of him. He didn't go, like, I'm going to really display some enlightenment tonight. He just freaked the fuck out. That's real.
That's how you know it's real. He's not playing.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Logan's not playing. No. Logan has never come to this show playing, not to Infatuations, not to Explorations. I don't know if he has been to any of the other, you do occasional different segments like Vibrations, which I think we've retired. But, he's been around for a lot of what we do here. So
yeah, I can't stand Vibrations.
I think it's, yeah, Vibrations is the worst. People have like,
I don't want to watch what everybody wants to watch. That's the,
my God.
I'd rather chew on glass than just let people put together a YouTube list of videos to watch.
I think
what
it might. Go ahead.
No, I was just articulating. Continue.
Yeah, I think it might be a good opportunity to maybe charge more. You know how we have like, it's a nominal donation, but what if you started charging like $10 per stupid video, and then you sort of change the vibe, back to like. Well, I won't talk about that, but you change the vibes and you're just really negative on everything.
Yeah, I mean that would be interesting. Wubby, pay money. Wubby, I saw him do like $1 a second.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe that, and just never watch any videos because nobody wants. Sociopathogen, communal vision. Sociopathogen with a question: is glass a snack? And this will be, I want to point that to you, Fram. Had us, close this out. Is glass a snack?
I think it depends on how you prepare it. Like if you just kick a window in and then stomp on it until you got little tiny shards, imagine, and you put it in a little bowl, that seems kind of snack-like to me. I might find that on a bar table or on a bar top, at the bar. Kind of like peanuts. But if you, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. Like you could put shards of glass on top of like a cake and really make it sparkle. Really get that gem-like allure.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also just get a bunch of bigger shards of glass and cook them up like you would a steak. And I think that is definitely not a snack.
Try this on for size. This just popped into my head while you're going through these different examples. What about some sea glass, right? Some really nicely smoothed glass.
Oh, yeah, like you put it in a tumbler?
Yeah, and you just get this
yeah, I could see... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I could see that as being kind of both. I don't really have an analogous food, but, I could see that going well as like an entree or like an appetizer. If it's an entree, maybe you got some other shit going on. It's kind of like the... literally the beef in the meal, like where's the beef type situation. Like it's the good shit in the meal, and everything else is kind of an adornment. Or you could make it the main focus, and maybe, it's just like bite-sized little pearls you eat. Oh, speaking of pearls, maybe it would be a good in boba.
Ooh, send that. Yeah, run that. Do we have any? Where's boba from?
Boba, actually, I don't know where boba is from. Somewhere in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
It's very popular in a lot of places, but I don't know like where it comes from.
It originates from Taiwan. Says Hot Odyssey.
That makes sense.
Sure. Sounds good.
It's a very developed place. You know, that's a very I don't know how to describe it, but you know, I think it takes a lot of cultural progress as a society to produce something like boba.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think you just accidentally produce that. I think that takes, you know, shows a line of thinking and cultural production to be able to get that. Namaste, Crow. So good to see you.
A deliberate choice. You know, you gotta have a vision.
Well, Fram, wow. I know we could chop it up all night, but I'm gonna cut it off right here and open it up for our last call of the night. I want to thank you so much. You still have the term in the chamber, so keep that in mind as we receive our final caller for the night. And thank you so much for your generosity tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'll see you later.
Namaste. Namaste, Fram.
Peace.
Wow. Wow, what a beautiful stream we're having. We got time for one more call before we call it. One more call before we call it for the night. What an evening, says Nindy New. What an evening indeed. What an evening indeed. I think we've really, you know, we needed a night where we could explore this way. So I will say one more time, if you are interested in joining my community of devoted light at patreon.com, this might be the time to do so. We'll be holding a private, exclusive stream for the community of devoted light, beamed straight to Discord. It'll be everything that Explorations is, the channel points, the bit redeems. There are 4 exclusive channel point buttons. And ask the Devoted Light members what they think about those buttons. They blew their minds. They blew their minds. And we'll be doing a private stream this Saturday to unlock, use this program and its tools truly the way they were meant to be used. Saying yes to ourselves, yes to our reality, yes to what's in our heart. Just this past Saturday, we explored our second favorite race. In the bravery that I saw among the special Devoted Light members that night it would astound you. I've often said, if you haven't chosen a second favorite race, I can hardly begin to describe the power coursing through your veins. And some of you might be shirking, some of you might be hesitating. You might say, Leslie, that's racist. That's bad. Did I say, go ahead and play that back for me. Did I say, pick a race that you hate? No. In fact, every single person who called up that night and shared with the community of Devoted Light their second favorite race, they loved that race. They were fond of that race. They just liked it a little bit less than whatever the first place one was. But still, to watch the flower blossom both individually and collectively within the community of Devoted Light was a very special thing to take part in. And I want to thank you for your efforts. And this Saturday, we got a doozy lined up. Doozy. Beyond good and evil. We'll just say it's going to require some volunteers, some audience participation, and I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to show you what we got in store. All right, leave it open for another second. See if anybody's going to call. Namaste, Logan. You were in there, Logan. Are you not in the community of Devoted Light, Logan? I forgot. No, Kasilk, but we will be doing that at some point. Logan. I understand. I understand what it's like to not have money. Of course, I don't, not currently, but I in the past, when I haven't had money, I understood how difficult it can be. And how difficult it can be to watch other people enjoy, the benefits and pleasures of having money and spending it. And namaste, though. Silly B, I will never call again until Dr. Tanner stops slandering me. I'm not a public masturbator. Listen, I don't slander. Everything I say, I earn by doing my homework. All right, and that just showed up on screen. I have no control over the things that show up on screen like that. You subbed, it said your name, and it described you. I didn't write that. There's no way to do that. You can't do that. Onion Plug did call in, but did not bring up D'Angelo. All right, let's call it, guys. Let's call it. Who are we gonna raid? Fram, you got a term in the pocket. Guys, we're gonna find somebody to raid. Who should we raid? Who's up? Oh, that peanut guy. He says silly stuff. I don't even know. That was awesome. You know, one time I was telling a peer of mine I was going to start streaming because this program has been a podcast in the past. It's been a live seminar, live guided meditations, etc., etc. But before I started on Twitch, I told a peer of mine, a colleague of mine, raid Alex, Leslie come to kick. I would consider going to kick. Who's Alex B? What's the Fish Tank Monkey King. Put the... How do you get on the Kick Partner program? I don't know stuff like that, to be honest with you. Poor, what is the first you flex? I don't know what that. They'll just gift to people like you with established communities sometimes. I'll suck his dick right off. No, but I mean, I'll look into that. I know, ABBA. I know ABBA's on Kick. The monkey. I'm gonna do whatever Purr said. All right, guys, let's take it on over to the, I've never watched this, but this is a suggestion from Poor. All right, guys, listen, we'll be back. Thank you for being here. Namaste to you. Namaste to my mods. Namaste to my producers. Namaste to my community of devoted light. We had a fantastic, powerful evening of exploration. We'll be back, like I said, this Saturday. We're doing a special Devoted Light stream for my brothers and sisters of Devoted Light. If not, though, we will see you next Tuesday with a brand new exploration with Leslie Tanner. Who knows what we'll explore, but I will tell you this. I know that we will... Oh, he's not live. He's not live. Monkey King Cobra's not live. We'll be back. Redo. Cancel it. We'll just do Uncle Joe show. All right, everybody keeps saying radio. Oh, let's do this one. New one. Also, when somebody gets in there, tell them that I am not logged into Twitch, so I can't say hi immediately. We'll say what's up to Radio Ota, okay? Ah, I got this in. I didn't see Heidi. I love Heidi. Love Heidi. Thank you, Carl. All right, let's take it on over to Radio Ota. OTA, Radio OTA, whatever you say. Namaste, guys. Like I said, we'll be back next Tuesday. Join me on Saturday for a special Devoted Light stream. If you are a brother or sister of Devoted Light, namaste to all of you. Also, shout out Heidi B. Heidi B is easily one of the most talented streamers on Twitch. Horrendously underrated, underfollowed, underappreciated. Heidi B, shout out. If you're not following Heidi, you should follow Heidi. Tremendous energy. Namaste. Guys, like I said, I'll see you Tuesday. I'll see you to Saturday. Blessings and namaste to all of you. Thank you for being with me.